Welcome to D&D with Dango.
Who's daring Maestro Dango?
I don't know.
Niels is still in the wrong fucking channel.
Dangerous monster Dango.
Well, tell Niels, drag him down here then. Can you do that for me?
Dark, comma, mysterious.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Cool. Right. Does somebody want to give me a recap, please?
I think Brad should do it.
Is that a trick
You
question?
think Brad should do it?
I wasn't here for the end. I don't actually
You
know
weren't
what
here.
happened.
You weren't here for the end. That's fair. You don't have to do it.
Well, you can recap the start.
I always have.
Yeah. Well, have Monto. You recap it.
You're just saying that because you don't remember what happened.
I did because I recapped myself right before I started this.
Fanciness. We arrived on the boat. We went to town. We talked to some people. Some of them were crazy.
Took
and
off the
we tried to
dragon.
go to an inn and it was nuts. The dragon's not important. We got into an inn. It was all nice.
He
We tried
sounds
to go to
pretty
the other one
important.
and it wasn't. We'll get back to that later.
He was like king of the ocean.
It's Godzilla. You have to pay him off to get into Shoals. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that.
It was late at night and there was a ruckus and some people were being attacked by the undead and we saved them.
You did indeed. And that's where we...
Plan worked.
Yeah. And that's kind of where we left off. You guys had just defeated the last of the undead scourge, or chased most of them away. You had witnessed as they kind of exited down that path. I'm going to move you guys back to the map so you kind of know where you are.
Are you going to be streaming on your DM account?
Yes, I am. It's just easier. So don't stream sight. In fact, I probably should. You are correct. I should switch to the other account, which I will now do.
Wow, Neil's ruining it.
Yeah, he did. But you are in Malar's Throat, right near the temple location that you have marked on your map.
King Mark Temple.
It is the thing marked temple, oddly enough.
Is it us that is Mark Temple?
It's strange that it's marked temple that way.
My chalk document has been opened.
So that should reload properly this time, and then I'll be able to log in as me in a second.
Joseph Spin.
Joseph Spinman. So,
I'm looking at my notes and I know I'm not taking the piss, but I'm cacking because there's a guy that we need to possibly meet called Wakanda Adamu.
oh yeah,
Is that a dummy? Hold on.
Yeah.
wait.
You guys don't want my notes.
Is that Eastern Ebola?
I'm dropping this on the Laravel Discord. That's just one.
oh dear, what have you
I know
done?
exactly what it means.
Yeah, I know what it must be, actually. Yeah, I know what it is.
I
It
know
must
what
be.
it means, yeah, because we don't know which one's gonna be there when we turn off.
Okay, so
So like, yeah, we beat the undead. You wanted to go to the temple, Eric? Or is that
the temple was being assaulted by a number of undead, and then you kind of rushed up there to kind of like batter them back, and you finished the last of them off. I think Dean actually had the last shot.
That was an alarm.
Indeed. There was an alarm that went off to kind of signal that the undead were making their way into Port Nyanzaru through one way. Most of the time when they're moving in, they make it through what this area that's called Malar's Throat, which is it's where the poorest area. There's like terraced houses that kind of come down from the side, and as you're kind of like standing around, the battle is ended. Blood and gore everywhere from several of the shots. Several of the zombies and things are kind of their heads blown apart and various things. You see, as you look farther down, there are a number of strewn like partially eaten bodies from people who weren't quick enough to get away from the initial onslaught. Several rope bridges also hang above you, kind of out of the main like thoroughfare. So what do you do?
Joseph and Mark can run up to this church.
Okay.
The gas station.
Yep. So you run up to the church.
I'll start making my way down because I was up on top of the.
You're up on the fucking
I
roof.
think you were protecting the church.
No,
as
it's a wall.
Okay.
There
So
were
you
people in this church hill.
you make your way over to the church. The doors in front of it are where the zombies were kind of trying to bash their way through. There are bloody handprints and bloody fist prints, kind of where the zombies were bashing their way, trying to make their way through. Dents in the wood are very apparent. But it's a large kind of oaken door, clearly used to kind of keep a lot of this kind of normal stuff, this level of stuff out of the temple when people aren't there. So, what are you doing?
Last time I said I opened the door and asked if everyone was alright.
You opened the... Okay. So you opened up the door?
You didn't watch the recap, you don't remember.
I did watch the recap. And you didn't open the door. You said you were going to open the door. You didn't say you did
Pretty
it.
sure you opened the door and there were people huddled at the back.
Okay, so you open the door. Inside you find people huddled at the back. There's a priest who kind of eyes about carefully. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you for rescuing us. Have the undead gone then?
Nod my head.
Well, some of them ran.
Ah, another kobolds are coming to attack us, so... Of course. But... Why... Thank you for coming to help us, regardless. Is there... Can you help the remainders through the walls? That we might be safe while the undead scourge still looms.
Message.
Have I got there with?
Yeah, about that time you kind of hear the last
Go
of
back
this.
to the drawn map.
You are on the drawn map.
I'm on
No,
the map.
I mean you're on the map. No, you're on the map.
Yeah,
Do you want to go back to the drawn map?
yeah, because I can see where we are.
He wants to draw.
I can move you back there if you want.
Yes, please.
There's not much on there, so it's mostly theater of the mind.
Yeah, I know, but that's the building, because I'm over here, and that's where I want to be.
Okay, that's fine. Oh,
I'll move back
That's
away
not
from
me.
the-
a human! Yes. Oh, thank you for coming. Will you help us? There are women and children and my parishioners here. Will you help us?
Of course. Where do we need to go? What
To the walls, the large walls that surround Port Nenzaru. Once we're inside the other side, we will be safe. That is what the alarm is for.
I'll just look to everyone else and just go. Feel good to continue then.
The alarm's no longer on, is it?
No.
Must be safe then. Why are you not inside the walls anyway? It's nice.
No, we don't go in the walls unless the alarm sounds. Foolish kobold. We live out here. And normally the undead stay away. The various mercenary groups deal with them.
I didn't see any of them.
What changed exactly? Why are they starting to move forward?
They occasionally come do small raids. If you're inside and the markets are closed, it's mostly fine. But in this one case, we happen to be caught outside. The scouts must not have spotted the small horde that moved in. There are far greater dangers in the jungle anyways that could end up in the port. But here, I have some things that can reward you for saving us. Boy, bring the Tej, and I have a small vial in my reliquary. Please.
We're getting a Taj? What's a Taj?
I don't know what a Taj is.
A small boy kind of perks up at this point and kind of goes off into a small room and brings back with him what looks like small little barrels, like can-sized kegs. He has them in a large netted sack, and he brings them over to you. He also has a small red vial. This is Tej. It's a drink from Port Nyanzaro. I have 5 gallons of it. I'm more than happy to give it to you for saving our lives. And the churches, we were able to create 1 healing potion as well. Thank you for saving us. And now we must get behind the walls.
We really don't require payment, do we?
Please, we must go behind the walls, and you have saved us. We are more than happy to give this to you.
I'm gonna walk in, swing my cannon overhead.
Hi, Nicholas.
Hi, Mark.
The guy wants to give us kegs because we saved him.
Kegs.
Yeah, look. Kegs.
So they're
It's-
like hand sized though.
It's a little bit bigger than
Mark.
a little bit bigger than a bowling ball, actually.
Mark, do I recognise these?
You don't recognize the barrels. You can kind of open one up and sniff it. It's a local drink called Tej. It's not something you recognize. It's not something you would have ever. It smells very sweet, almost like it was made of honey. It's an amber-colored, amber-colored honey drink. It smells quite sweet.
I could go for a drink.
You will not.
An alarm to stop so I could actually sleep.
You will not.
Enough as it is at night.
Oh, the alarm would have stopped once, after a while, anyways. Once either we were all dead or the undead had ceased their rampage. They never get beyond the walls. It's the way of things here. Did you not know? We are in the Malar's throat. It's the poor area. They do not
We're
care
rather new
about.
to the area.
They do not care about us here. They only care about us when they throw us into the executioner's run. And then they place bets on us.
What's the executioner's run?
It is a great pastime of the Cholteans. And everyone here at Port Nyanzaro. Essentially, they I think it's best if you witness it yourself, but it's just a little north of us, on the other side of one of the other exits.
Is it on currently?
And not at night, no. They don't do any night ones.
Oh, I suppose you should grab everything you need and...
It's very on. Go on. And they start leaving and exiting the area, knowing that it's safe. They cast worried glances. You see a number of women, children, and older folks, people who couldn't make it all the way to to the walls quickly enough, because the temple is another 20, 30 feet to the walls themselves, and the undead were closing in on them fairly quickly.
I'll take a sip of one of the drinks that they gave us.
It tastes incredibly sweet. It's like a mead if you've ever had that. It's definitely made from like a honey, but it's not a honey that you would recognize. It's a little sweeter, a little more. It's not made from wasps. It goes down very smooth as well, but it has a little bit of a cloying, syrupy-ness to it, like all meats do. So as they exit the building, you're left in the kind of, as the priest kind of leaves left. I need to lock the door so that undead don't just rampage about in here willy-nilly while the scourge is on the foot. Do you mind exiting?
Let's nod to him.
Okay, do you all exit then?
Yeah.
Okay. So you all
Who did he give? He gave a potion to someone, right?
he gave a potion to one of you, like the little boy who came along with him.
Who's taking the potion?
I think Mark would have grabbed it.
Okay, so Mark has one healing potion.
I feel worried that Niels isn't saying anything. Niels, do you know you have a healing potion?
He's
Would
muted.
they really have given it to the kobold?
Well, they would have given it to somebody. They probably would have given it to the human.
Yeah, I'm guessing Aldous would have done.
I'll add it.
I'm having some strange chest pains. I'm sorry. I just haven't been saying anything. I didn't know if you wanted me to...
You or Joseph
It's called
Spindler?
love, Monto. It's called love. And you learn to live with it.
I don't know what I'm in love with, though. It's definitely not this chest pain.
Have you been
Monster
staying?
Hunter?
Yeah, have you been staying up playing Monster Hunter too much?
No. Yeah, shut up.
Maybe.
I went to sleep last night.
For 20 minutes?
I'll follow them out.
Okay, so you follow them out and you kind of exit the temple. And you exit the temple area. The cool night is still not... It is a relief in terms of the... No, don't do that.
What?
Hmm?
We're not having a
Oh,
call?
fuck's sake. There we go, that's fine. It was broadcasting twice over various things. I didn't really want that to happen.
It was weird, it just put cameras on for me, like I've seen you, Brad. And I was like, huh.
Weird. Oh yeah, I fixed it because basically there's a beta version that fixes the problem with the Chrome bug, which is really good.
Show Mike and hello.
Oh yeah, I can actually see Dean's hand.
Okay. I want to receive only video, and I don't want to see... I want to disable that. Okay.
Oh yeah, I can see Dean's camera still. I can see the room.
Good. That's good. Anyways, moving right along. So, as you have completed this thing, you're standing around in front of the... Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
I'll go back to bed.
Okay, so
I
you
thought,
guys...
yeah, well, it's like we're gonna help them and then go back to bed.
So you head back into the town. The guards give you a knowing nod and kind of respect that is now earned. As you kind of pass back into Port Nianzar, heading back into the Gentle Repose. As you make your way there, you see that the proprietor of the Gentle Repose is still awake. The woman you've met before. Ah, hello. Glad to see you've made it back in one piece. Will you be requiring a nightcap?
Never wore a hat nightcap before. Is
Mm.
it comfy?
No, a drink to help you sleep. An
No,
alcohol.
thank you.
For the rest of you,
Is it on the house?
for this once, yes, for saving some of the citizens of Port Nanzaru, I believe it will benefit me to provide you one drink. What would you like? I have several wines, several whiskies, and some draft beers.
What really symbolizes this port? What do most of the regulars drink?
That would be Tej.
I'll have one of those.
Very well. She pours a cup of the Tej that you saw before. The smell is very honeyed and passes it over to you. The
How
rest
would
of
you
you.
write Tej?
Tej. Tej. I think it must be pronounced Tej, but could be wrong.
Could be Tej.
It could be, but I don't think so.
It could be Dutch.
Any of the
That wouldn't even be Tej.
any others for nightcap?
I'm good.
Very,
Mine too, Albus.
very well.
No. I'll only have the one, and then I'll be heading to bed. I'm not that much of a drinker.
You drink this. I think this is your second drink of Tej, isn't it?
Yeah, it probably would be. Yeah.
Yeah. You have 5 gallons of Tej. You realize?
I have 5 gallons of tea.
Yes. That's why I said I was curious. Why? Do you want to change your mind? You can change your mind and have a different drink.
Really likes that Tej.
You gotta get used to it.
Yeah, I'll change my mind. Then I'll have.
Okay.
How long?
Would you like a wine, a fortified wine, a whiskey, or a beer?
We'll go with the fortified wine.
Very well. I will. Here is the. Oh, fortified wine. Yes. My Firestar wine. It's quite lovely, I think.
Yeah, I'll have a sip.
So he hands it across to you. It is a. It's in a small wine glass, and it's glowing slightly red. It's actually glowing.
Oh, it's physically glowing.
It is physically glowing. Yes, it's called Firestar wine.
Yeah, I'll drink it.
So as you drink
I'll
the
sip it
Firestar one,
slowly.
it's very warming, and that kind of almost like a cinnamon style kind of drink. It feels very warm as it spreads into you. As you kind of finish the drink off, you feel pretty good. You feel really good. Yes. Be careful with that one. You currently have advantage on Constitution, Wisdom, Intelligence, and Charisma saving throws.
Wow. Okay. How long does that last?
Hold on.
It's over.
It's done.
And it's gone.
Let me double check this. Yes,
Gonna be some pleasant
I was
dreams.
using my camera and microphone. I disabled my microphone.
yeah, very cordial. Four. You can't have a glass of pepper pie. Very good.
I want some
1 hour.
Good night, boy. Enjoy your sleep.
For the kobold or for the lizard man?
I'm fine, thank you.
Very well. Off to bed then. I will see you in the morning for breakfast. Good night. I assume you all head upstairs.
Yeah.
As I'm heading upstairs, I want to talk to Mark.
Okay.
Hey, that's a pretty nice dagger. Do you mind? No.
approach.
Oh wait, I found it ages ago. You can look at it. I hand over the dagger.
And I inspect it.
Found it in the ruins where I lived. It glows.
I can see that. It's very nice handicraft.
It glows only at night. Only in darkness, that's it. So it's not glowing right now.
Well, I assume it's a. I've seen it though, and it's probably still has nice embroidery.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. There is the magic keeps it
Elven
nice.
dagger.
Do you mind if I borrow this for a bit? Promise I'll return it in the morning.
Well, why would you need a dagger at night? Are you afraid someone's gonna rob you?
Of course not. I just have ideas.
Okay.
Ah, sure, I trust you with a dagger. Hold on. And I removed a little scabbard from my side and give it to him too.
Okay.
Yes. I think this will work.
Got to use that because you don't always want people to see the glow.
Go.
Alright, I want to head back to my room.
Okay, so you head
Good
to your
night.
so you head to your rooms and you pass into a blissful.
I'm going to spend the night before I go to bed making ammo, retuning my gun, just making sure everything's like really, everything's like lined up in like perfect order.
Okay, so you spend the night kind of
I'm
tinkering.
gonna
and making
use, and I'm gonna write up a design for what I want to make with this dagger.
What do you want to make?
I want to make a parasol where the dagger can fit in the hilt.
Oh, okay. I see what you're trying to
I
do.
want to design it so that I can use my channel divinity in the morning to create it. Scabbard helps because now I know the kind of size hole it needs in the bottom to fit the dagger.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Right. Okay. So you take some time to do that. It takes you about make me an intelligence check.
Intelligence.
Yep. Okay. So you're spending the time kind of trying to work this out. And it takes you quite a while to kind of work it out. It's about 3 hours before you kind of work out, this is how it goes. This is how it kind of goes. By this time, it's getting more in towards the morning side of things rather than the evening. So you're talking 1, 2, and 3 in the morning kind of thing. But you eventually, after you finish this, you crash out and go to sleep.
Yeah.
So, next morning comes. You don't wake up, Joseph. Everyone else does.
It'll be the blueprints for my design in my
Yeah.
notebook, which will be on my bedstand.
Yeah, I would say you more likely fell asleep at your desk, kind of working,
Oh, yeah.
working in the
I
night
didn't know
over.
this
Kind
place
of,
had death.
yeah, it has a little desk. There's a bed and then there's a little desk for you to work on. It tends to be how these things work. So the rest of you wake up, you kind of exit your rooms, and the proprietor is still standing there at the front desk and looks up at you. Good morning. Welcome. Did you sleep well?
Do you sleep?
No.
Ah. Why?
I do not require it.
That's cool.
It's not cool, Mark.
I am real. I just do not require sleep. There are many creatures within Faerun that do not require sleep.
So it's
You
not
still
like a drink or
require-
anything.
Hmm?
Not a drink or anything.
No.
Oh, what do you eat for breakfast?
I have many things. What would you require? I have egg. I'm partial to a small dinosaur steak and an egg. The eggs are from the chickens that I keep.
Thank goodness. Yeah, I'll have one of those. How much is it?
For the meal, it's included in the cost of your rooms.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Very well. 2 eggs and 2 dinosaur steaks, or just the 2 eggs?
2 eggs, 1 steak. Make a smiley face, please.
Like smiley. I do not take requests like that. Goodbye. And goes off into the kitchen.
I'll have one as well, please. Please, just as he's walking away.
Okay. There's a nod from him as her as she leaves. Monter, are you doing anything or?
You said I was asleep.
Oh, you're asleep. Sorry, it's Niels. I need to. Who has muted himself?
I have not.
Yes. No.
So, Mark, are you asking for anything?
I could go for an egg, please.
There's a slight nod, and she goes off into the kitchen and returns about half an hour later, kind of with a plate full of a couple of dinosaur steaks and a larger plate of eggs.
How big are the dinosaur steaks exactly?
About they're quite small steaks actually. They're about the size of your phone, so a little bit.
Is it Chaldean currency, or is it just standardized billions?
They are you asking this of them?
Well, no, I'm just wondering if I've noticed this. People exchanging money and whatnot.
So the gold coins do look slightly different, but they're valued in their weight. So basically, a gold coin is a gold coin. It's not like a mint or anything. They're just valued in the fact that they weigh this much gold or silver or copper or whatever. Here are your eggs and dinosaur steaks. I shall be at the desk if you require anything more. She lays out the eggs and steaks onto a table and provides plates and everything. 'Tis a buffet style. Help yourself. And kind of moves across, almost gliding behind the table. You actually don't see her legs underneath the long white gown that she's wearing as she kind of moves her back around and puts her hands back into like where their fingertips are touching position, just stands there, staring out with a very serene look on her face.
Dad? I don't know, she's strange. She's the most still person I've ever seen in my life.
Watch that. And then I sit really still.
That's serious, Nicholas, really. You should put it on your business card.
That's right, Joseph. Joseph?
Where's Joseph?
Hey, Joseph.
Was he still working on Mark's dagger? I'm guessing I seen Mark give it to him, because I would have been going the same way as Mark.
Yeah, you would welcome.
What did he want with my dagger?
I don't know.
Don't you sleep in the same room?
Yes.
But with the way Nicholas was last night, I'm guessing Nicholas more did the sleeping thing.
Well, what did Aldous do last night, Mark?
I
point
don't
exactly.
know, I went to sleep.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, good point.
Now, you're not gonna eat these eggs while I'm gone, are you?
Oh, God.
I'll eat my eggs, I won't eat your eggs.
I'm Mark.
How many do you need me to leave you?
I held up 2 fingers.
Hey.
How many eggs are there?
There's about
5.
yeah. There's 7. There's quite a large plethora of eggs. She's kind of made like a.
Fingers twice. Double piece then. I run up and get Joseph.
Okay, so you find him at his desk, asleep over a set of blueprints. It looks like it's been scribbled and scratched out a few times. Like he was trying to work on it and trying to get the right like dimensions and proportions.
It's awkward.
Can I lean over
Mm-hmm.
using my forgery kit and modify it slightly?
You need to make a sleight of hand check.
You're gonna put your name on it.
What's your passive perception, Joseph?
It's 14.
Okay.
That's a 19.
Yeah, so you lean over him and very carefully adjust one of the figures. How badly do you want to fuck this up?
Not badly at all.
Just enough, so like a squeaky door.
What do you want to change about it?
I want it so that when so that there's a very small N in the top of the umbrella, so that like they'll just be like Mark will end up with a suntan with my initial.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. So where the umbrella is, there's like a hole, right? Okay, yeah. I'll let you do that. That sounds cool. Right. Okay, so you do that. You kind of very carefully etch out this small, like monogram style thing into the umbrella top, and you back away now. Okay.
And then I push him off his chair.
Thunk. You hit the ground. You wake up.
Ah! What happened?
Kneel down, hold my hand out for him. Get up, buddy, it's morning.
Thank you, sir. Wait, morning? Oh no, I fell asleep, didn't I?
That tends to happen to you at night, yes.
I pick up my blueprints. I should have had this done yesterday.
Well, yesterday's just tomorrow's yesterday. Let's go.
I nod and follow him
Dinner's
downstairs with sleep in my eyes.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Ah, good of you to join us. I prepared an extra set of eggs if you would require it. I did not know if you would prefer dinosaur steaks, but there are some of you. Would any of you care for a morning wine?
A what?
A morning wine.
No,
You drink-
thank you. Do you happen to have any coffee?
I can acquire some if you require it.
I'll have a wine, please.
Would you like the Ever Shimmer? The Sierra Leonean Glowfire?
I'm not much of a connoisseur, just something that's more viscous in the mouth.
More viscous. I think you would perhaps like the Tej than the mead.
No.
Nothing that sweet. The Ever Shimmer then.
I think it's more that we have enough dash, thanks.
A toast to the amount of Tej we have.
We're going to need a few more toasts to get rid of all the Tej.
So,
Hey!
will any of you else, will anyone else be requiring wine this morning?
I'm fine, thank you.
Very well. Goes into the back, pops a bottle, and slowly pours out this actually shimmering wine. As it hits the glass, that kind of seems to glow and shimmer. Not like, do you know when you get the drinks that have that kind of, they have like glitter inside them? It doesn't seem to glitter like that. It's more like the actual wine itself is slowly glowing in a weird way, like there are tiny little particles inside of it that are kind of like, and then just disappear again. Here.
Thank you.
Have a drink.
Oh, it's kind of forcing it, but alright. Have a sniff before I inhale it. I do like the proper, like,
You like aerate it?
swirl it
Aerate.
around the mouth,
Yeah, it tastes
breathe
very.
out through the nose.
Yeah, it tastes very, very nice. It's a very fresh and kind of very refreshing wine. It's definitely more of something that you would drink in the mornings. And as you kind of imbibe and drink it down, has this kind of like, almost like you feel like the glow is permeating from within you, and you get this really nice sense of not being drunk, but very like a clear-headedness that comes with something like this. You have +2 intelligence for 3 hours. If there will be nothing else you require of me, would you have any questions about the port while I am here?
I do.
Do you know which one of the princes is on the throne today?
I do not usually trouble myself with their business. But, given last night's events, most likely is Jobal. You will be arranging various sellswords and mercenaries to go and quell some of the undead.
We're still planning to go to the princes, right?
I shall take my leave of you then to discuss your business.
I have no idea. I'm just tagging along really. I'm here for artifacts in the jungle.
I want to know where the crap the mercenaries were last night.
Probably sleeping. They probably have earplugs.
But the alarms for them.
That's a good idea. Joseph.
Hmm?
Draw up some plans for some earplugs.
What?
I said draw up some plans for some earplugs. You already have some.
Can I check to see if I have some earplugs?
Given your relationship with Nicholas, you probably have some earplugs. You may be wearing them.
I'm gonna take them out. What?
Make me some earplugs, please. So I don't have to listen to that blasted alarm.
I can see. I'll see what I can do, sir.
So you spend your morning eating and kind of drinking and kind of going through everything.
Are
And
there any other patrons?
When
And
do I
then-
get my coffee?
eventually she comes back with a small saucer of not saucer, it's a cup and a saucer of
You're
coffee, and it's
like
very,
a
very,
dog.
it's very, very, it's very, very dark. Your coffee. I must see to the other patrons now, and goes off. And there are a number of other patrons now, kind of coming in into the morning, kind of either to speak to the proprietor, and they have the very similar conversations you have, where she is very stoic and very calming, and they demand various things, or they were requesting rent rooms. You've booked out 2 rooms. There are 2 additional rooms, and one person comes in and he books a room. Another one just sits down in the bar and sips what looks like a rather curious foaming drink that you're not sure what it is. And he, at the end by imbibing this large kind of like mug of beer, pops it down on the ground and kind of like belches a little bit, and then carries on with what looks like
Is he near us?
he's near-ish you, yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna pardon you.
Apologies. It's the dragon breath ale. It sneaks up on you.
I'll take your word for it. I'm guessing his breath stinks a bit, like.
When it comes out, when he's talking to you, it's very hot. Like his breath is unnaturally warm. Even where you are right now, it's very kind of warm. And there's another person who comes in along this time. A at first, you guys think he's a lizard man, like you are, or maybe a large kobold, but he doesn't look quite right. He looks, he's rather large, green-skinned, and his head comes into the end of a point, almost like some of the dinosaurs you've seen before. And as he comes in, you get a very strong smell that comes along with him. And it smells of ham. Yeah, there's a very strong smell of ham. He's about 4 foot 10 inches tall, and he has a long sword on his strap to his back. And there is a red, blue, and white shield attached to him. But you get the weirdest thing is you get a very strong smell of ham as he enters the room. And he doesn't seem to talk to the proprietress as more as do hand gestures to her. And she kind of shakes her head, and then he leaves.
He's going about this all ham-fisted.
Oh, fuck's sake.
As he's leaving, though, the smell of ham changes from ham to brimstone, and then he's gone.
When I finish my meal, I'd like to go upstairs and begin the ritual.
Did he have like a hood on or anything?
No, he just looked like a lizard man, sort of like a lizard man, but more like a dinosaur variant of that. He's more long nosed and kind of pointed, and the back of his head kind of rides out into a point.
Did I like tell anything about him from just like looking at him intensely while I was there?
He was very stoic, very well built as he kind of walked from he felt like he was walking with purpose. He was very short, but it looked like he was quite strong, almost built kind of like a dwarf in a lot of ways. Or what are you trying to tell?
What was on his shield?
Kind of what type of lizard is he?
He's not
what kind of like reptile-y kind of looking thing is he?
I can. So hold on.
Stegosaurus.
Hold on. Let me see if I have the flare hound out for him. I think I do. Where is he? There you go. That's what he looks like.
It's a lot more depressing than I had such a bad image in my head. You didn't say his face looked like turned iron.
He looks like the
Yup.
Oh my fucking god, it's like the land before time met the Hobbit.
There you go.
Pterodactyl quadruped.
We gotta throw the ring in the volcano. Yup. She died.
Oh jeez.
Oh no. Oh. God, I'm so sorry, but he looks fucking shit.
But he leaves, and you carry on eating.
Let him fucking go.
Right.
When I finish my meal, I want to head back upstairs to begin the ritual.
Okay. It's an hour to do that, isn't it?
Yes.
After Nicholas has eaten his first egg, I'm going to send him a message.
After Nicholas is... Okay.
Ask him telepathically, can Mark have your final egg?
Look at Mark.
He's just sitting there with a grin on his face, just a big smile.
Scratch the back of my neck.
And Mark starts devouring it.
It's like when you go to feed like a small dog and you move your hand away before the teeth wrap it around your fingers.
It was generous of you to just give him your egg.
I can hear Joseph laughing from upstairs.
No, we're gonna look there.
Oh, that thing.
Well, you know, he got hit quite hard last night, so I was sort of just much still.
Oh, I'm sorry, that fucking thing is really.
So anyway, how about that dragon? Did I get a sketch of this?
Rather
Yeah.
peculiar looking fellow.
It's not a symbol you recognize, but it is interesting. Okay.
So wait, just when I'm writing it in, is he dragon bait or is he a dragon bait?
No, he is Dragon Bait. That is his name, but you don't know that obviously.
No, that's fine. But I just so I'm clear what I've got.
What are you planning?
Oh my fucking screen! Oh no, I was just giggling about the fucking dragon, dude.
Ah. I'm like a flu coming on, and oh my god, that fucking hurts so bad.
Right. So what are you doing? You finished your meal up at this point. You've gone upstairs, Joseph, to kind of begin your ritual. You've started the ritual, and the metals and things are beginning to form. What are you using to create this besides the dagger?
Well, you never told. Well, I'm not using the dagger. The dagger is just gonna fit into it.
Right. So how are you? Your ritual requires it needs to be composed of some metal.
It needs to be
Yeah.
There's little clasps on the umbrella, to hold the parasol, to hold the things in place.
So what are you transmuting from?
You
what
didn't
to?
tell me how much money it would take to make a parasol with a hole in the bottom.
No, it's not no. But what are you going? What metal are you going to use? And I'll tell you how much you need.
Well, on my gold, that's what I have on me.
Okay, so you're going to make it out of gold, basically.
It's not gonna turn into gold, but it's
Well,
gonna
it
be
is gold.
sturdier material.
Okay, so you lay out a bunch of material. You kind of lay out you lay out some material. You lay out a number of gold coins, and you begin to.
As it begins, the material starts to glow red hot, and then form into this bubble floating slightly in front of me. It starts to slowly take shape into the object.
So it takes I would say you don't need a whole lot of gold for this. You probably only need one gold piece in order to create this thing. It is not, in terms of the metal components of it, it's not a whole lot. And then you form this parasol basically out of gold. The gold piece turns into this, like you said, a little blob, and then it pulls
It stretches itself.
Yeah, and you've got sheets and things that you've laid out as well, because the materials require those as well. It goes, and you have this parasol with a small thing. And it was, make me a perception check.
There it is.
Yeah, it looks like you've done a very good job at assembling this parasol from your blueprints.
Nice.
I walk in. Has he got the parasol open?
I'm gonna test it and make sure it opens properly.
Yeah, so he's opening it and closing it and checking to see if it works right.
As he opens it, I want to tackle him and go, "That's bad luck."
Oh, sorry, sir. I just needed to make sure it was fully functioning.
You gotta lean out of a window to do that.
Of course, sir.
So you're leaning out a window, opening this parasol. So, what do you see outside this window? You see a number of things. You looks like they're cordoning off a lot of the street for some reason. You're not sure why exactly at the moment.
Well,
but it
we
looks
were
like-
told yesterday that the dinosaurs is...
There are, indeed. I'm glad you remembered. They're sort of cordoning them off.
Anything he cares about in the whole campaign.
They are cordoning off, and you were right to surmise that
You remembered.
they are cordoning off the large sections of the street in order to kind of get it ready for the dinosaur races, as they kind of move things around and kind of move the stalls back instead of barriers and things like that. It looks like a lot.
Big map.
I can put you to the big map.
Where's the
Sure. Hello. Boop. So you guys are like hereish. They're cordoning off kind of have to freehand this. What looks like all of this from your viewpoint. Why didn't that draw?
I'm not seeing it now.
You're drawing on the DM layer, probably.
I'm not actually. I'm drawing on the... That's weird. Whoop. All that. That's weird. That should not have done that.
I don't know why I see like the top part of like a kooky skeleton face, like where the ports are. The fucking
Yeah,
weird eye.
they're cordoning off all of this.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I just
Alright.
noticed that there's
I can't draw.
south as well. Yeah, we know, but you know.
You know what? They're cordoning off all this. There we go. So now it worked. I don't know why it didn't want to work before. There, all of that. They're cordoning off all of that stuff. Basically, all these little stalls here are being moved out as well, in order to accommodate the race that is about to happen. So you're kind of seeing them kind of move the carts away, move all these things out the way.
Alright.
It looks like the dinosaur race is going to go under this bridge as well.
Oh, that's gonna be a nice little like place to see who comes out ahead. Alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You
bring
there,
the
boy.
You calling out to like a random child, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm not a boy. You shit.
As an old child.
I'm just short.
Is this for the dinosaur races?
Yes. They will
Now
run
tell
through.
me, lad, where can one put a bet on?
Bet for the dinosaur races. You. You want to go? You need to go to the start of the dinosaur races. This time it's oh, where is it? Here. Over there by the large pavilion.
Thank you kindly.
Yes. Stupid. I'm not a child. What?
I can tell he's been called a child many times before.
Okay.
Hard to tell when you're so high up, isn't it, Joseph?
Indeed.
The Grand Soak.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
Let's see if we should waste some money or make some money, eh?
If you say so, sir.
We weren't told that we can't have fun.
That's very true.
Okay, so you head outside and you head down to where the old man pointed you in the direction of the...
We're waiting in the lobby for the other guys.
Okay, so they eventually show up as well, unless they're going to do something else.
No, I would have been having breakfast waiting around for those
No,
two
you-
upstairs to come down.
Okay.
They'll have a break.
So you're kind of sipping
Oh,
on
Meg.
coffee and tej, basically.
I'm sipping on the tej. I'm trying to bring down the tej supplies slightly, but I'm trying to keep myself composed.
Yeah. So you
I'm gonna-
Aldous,
Yes?
have you ever heard of... You're a wizard, aren't you? Quite scholarly.
I
Have you ever
dabble.
heard of a bag of holding?
I've heard of them. Pretty common, I suppose.
fine craftsman's hand to make one such as nice as this one. Yeah, we can put all the tej in this.
You actually pulled out a bag of holding.
Yeah, it's bag holding, yeah.
It's got my initials on it.
Yeah.
It's very fancy. It's like the most beautiful bag of holding ever.
In my mind, it's a grey bag with 2 ends on it.
Do I pour the
It's fancy as well.
do I
fancy.
pour the
Got
tej
filigree.
into it or do I?
No, just put the
You don't want me to pour the tej right in?
No.
Alright, then I'll just pop the keg in it.
I've heard bad tales of bags of holdings.
I didn't know that. What exactly happens when they do fill?
Give me a second, hold on. Let's check something quickly.
Nothing good.
Yeah.
So I suppose you should never really open it in a pool or the ocean or anything.
Or lake. Or bay.
Or a lake or a bay or a harbour.
I put the egg on his plate to make a
With prestidigitation, it makes
the
a boom.
4:30, the egg kind of goes.
Yeah. You see this
Did
egg
you
go
just blow
boop.
up my egg?
I just do it for work.
Don't do that.
And thanks for the toast.
So
I say we toast to leaving this building.
the tej in total for 5 gallons weighs 50 pounds. Just to let you know.
I don't know what a bag of holding capacity is.
You do know. 500.
I'm gonna walk up to Mark. Here you are.
He hands you a beautifully
Sorry.
crafted parasol.
Sorry it took so long.
What did you do to my dagger? Why does it? What? No, this isn't my dagger.
I'm gonna grab the bottom and pull out the dagger.
Pulls your dagger out.
Why?
It's to keep the sun out of your eyes. I noticed you were having trouble on the boat.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Mark will take it and open up inside.
Yeah. It provides enough shade.
Laugh it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab hold of it as well.
What are you doing?
Mark, you don't
So, yeah.
do that.
Why not? Gotta see if it'll work.
You open it outside.
That's bad luck.
Okay. Mark's just gonna stand there, look at the umbrella, and send it flying outside.
It's a
And open it
parasol.
up outside.
Okay, so the parasol, of its own free accord, moves outside and opens up. It seems to provide a number of a nice little shade. A number of the patrons, as they're walking in, are staring at this parasol and like,
If I'm looking at the parasol and the shadow underneath it, do I notice anything about
make
it?
a perception check.
God, you need fucking eagle eyes to notice that.
You can try. No.
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 That's Mark.
Oh yeah, that's Mark.
No. Also no. You're staring at the shadow. It looks like a round, perfectly normal shadow.
And I'll move it back inside.
Okay, so it comes back in, still opened.
It's pretty cool.
Close it! Jump on the flying
Don't break it.
You told me not to open it inside. It's already opened.
Shouldn't remain open inside, Mark.
Okay, I'll close them. Parasol.
It's hilarious. Okay. So you leave the gentle repose, and you head.
But before we go,
Okay, before you go.
I am going to ritually cast Detect Magic again.
Okay, so you cast Detect Magic.
Whenever I walk out onto the streets, I'm going to try and prep that so that I can just...
So you spend. Okay, so you spend 10 minutes kind of casting Detect Magic, because that's how long the ritual takes.
Well, Aldous finishes up his eggs.
Yeah.
Another round of detection.
I'm just sitting there like clicking my finger, making the fucking egg open. Get out of the go, like, Chris, I've never ever used it for this.
Bringing the egg with you.
Are you drinking the Tesh, by the way?
I poured myself a Tej. I'm
poured-
upset.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw because you've had like 2 in the morning.
Drunk, you better toast to that. I'll pour you a tea.
Okay, you're fine. You imbibe the Tej. You have that nice warming sensation from being drunk, but not. You don't seem to be suffering the ill effects of alcohol. Yeah, so you guys leave. You cast detect magic as you kind of go. You detect the normal small minor magical items, the ones you have on you, and a number of the other ones. You also detect anything else? No, you don't detect anything
I was
else.
actually going to ask, what minor magical ones did people take? Because I don't actually choose one.
I got the Doff armor.
Yeah. His is more mechanical. His is more mechanical.
I was gonna take like the fucking. I wanted to take the little stopwatch thing that allows you to reroll, but I was like, I don't know why I'd have that.
So you have it.
You can have a
I'll
mug
take
that turns alcohol into non-alcohol.
You might need it with the
So as you're kind of walking along, there are a number of what look like candles in the windowsills for a lot of things. Small little yellow blocks that seem to be burning out as you kind of walk through the and then a number of like Wakandian, not Wakandian, that's a really wrong way of putting it, shields and things on the walls, like look like maybe like stretched over dinosaur hide over a wooden frame.
oh, they like awnings or...
Yeah, there's like awnings and things as well to kind of cover things, and the awnings kind of come down as well to kind of give you a nice either a nice shade, and then there's like what looks like the awnings are slightly tilted such that they move. If it were to rain, all that rainwater would flow downward into like what looks like a barrel down the side, which reminds me.
To do a weather roll.
Yep.
Keep forgetting to do weather roll.
No, I did one yesterday. That's normal.
Oh, it's raining again.
Because I remember like last week it was so funny. It's like, how's the sky? And you're like, it's beautiful. Rolls. It's raining.
It is actually not raining. It is normal. It is. Oh, it's colder than normal. Actually, sorry, that was the wrong one. It's colder than normal. It's actually really lovely today for you guys.
I don't really know what normal is yet.
So this weather is stupid. It was 35 degrees yesterday. Today it is pleasant, and it is about oh god, what is that in C? It's 75 degrees Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit?
I don't
Yeah.
understand temperature.
That's average. That's an average temperature.
It is a really lovely, wonderful day. It is a beautiful day for dinosaur races. As you head to the Grand Soak, which is this big building here. You wander your way through the streets of Port-Nyanzaru. You doing anything? You're just going straight there.
I remember to grab all my stuff this time.
Swinging my head from side to side, seeing like mostly on the travelers.
Oh, you're looking for magical items as you kind of wander about. Make a perception check. 13. So you're going along most of where you're traveling from, and 2, you're not seeing any magical items of any kind. You run across that that odd
Fingers lady.
odd saurian person, the lizard man who isn't kind of person, and he gives off an extraordinary glow from his sword.
Oh man. Dragon bait. Got the holies. Dragon bait.
Hey Brad,
Yes.
can I have the Hat of Wizardry?
What does that do?
It allows me to cast cantrips, but I have to make an intelligence save to do it.
I said you could have. I said you could have one minor. I think that's not
Yeah,
a minor.
it's in there. It's in
That's
there.
minor.
It's a common, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
a
have to be a
common,
wizard
okay.
to use it.
Oh, okay.
It's
Then yeah.
attuned, I think, as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can have that. That's fine.
Awesome.
Okay.
I was gonna go for the warlock emblem, but you have to be a warlock to do it.
Anyways, so you're walking along. Nicholas has spotted Dragonbait again.
Walk up to him.
Okay. As you kind of
It's that
approach,
guy again.
as you approach him,
Wow, you there?
what do you say?
Oh, there, fella.
He smells like.
I used my mouth, not my nose.
Yeah, but he smells like something. He smells like ham again. And he kind of looks at you. Kind of looks at
Phil.
kind of looks at you like he doesn't know really what to do. He's moving his head back and forth and kind of looking at you like a cat looks at things sometimes. And they kind of move their head and tilt it to the side.
I just
Are we all
spotted you,
here?
Spotted you earlier in the House of Gentle Repose. I was just wondering, what's with the fancy shield mostly? Is it a local Choltian emblem?
The ham begins to change into violets. And he begins to back away from you. And then that violets kind of moves to brimstone. He's still kind of eyeing you kind of mysteriously. He's got his hand on his side at the moment, but it seems to be moving to a dagger.
Oh, you have a dagger too.
I'm not here for any trouble.
Okay. Okay. The violets and the brimstone change to ham again. He moves his hands back to it, and he kind of
Does it smell like good ham?
good ham, really nice ham, like ham. He kind of
Like cooked ham or just ham?
ham, like ham. Because uncooked ham is pork, as in pigs. It's ham.
I offer him some hedge.
His scent changes to brimstone, but then he slowly, cautiously grabs it and has a little drink, and you get the smell of lemons. And he hands it back to you, and then bows a little bit.
I refill it and offer him hedge.
He puts his hand up like, no more. But he takes his shield off his back and kind of shows it to you, and it's a lovely little shield.
While he's doing that, I have to hedge off that out.
Why are
Okay.
you giving me the dish? I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh. And then he does something a little odd. When he's like kind of showing you the shield.
Something a little odd.
When he's
Smelling like ham and lemon.
you
In a bay, he's gonna smell like rum ham.
This better be
Rum ham.
and
I'm
as
racing
he's
for the fart.
and he's kind of like handing you the shield over, his eyes seem to flash white for a second, and then he kind of stares at you for a minute. Now,
Wait, he handed me the shield?
he's more like holding it in front of him, and he's kind of
Yeah.
taking very long time to kind of stare at you.
Yeah, I'll just kind of stare at the shield, like get
Okay.
a good grasp of what
Yeah.
it is and like
Yeah, it's a red. Like I said before, it's a red, white, and red, blue, red, white, and blue shield. 3 bands, so 1 red, 1 white, 1 blue, across the
like
shield.
French flag.
Kinda, yeah, actually, but in like a diagonal, according to this. But he stares at you for a couple of seconds, and then he stares the rest of your compatriots as well, because there's a total 4 of you. Kind of looks you over.
Yo.
He stares a lot longer at the kobold.
Very fascinated by the fact
Turns
that he's
his-
communicating in smells instead of in language.
Turns his head for a second, and then he smells of brimstone for a minute. And it goes away. He moves over, not a minute, but like a brief period of time. And then I was over. And once you've kind of like looked over the shield, he puts the shield back on his back and kind of bows his head again. And then he appears to be wandering off, looking for. He kind of like looks if there's anything else, and then if there isn't, he wanders off again.
What a strange man. We shouldn't be in the street, guys. We should move on. Come on.
Yep, so you guys head over to the Grand Soak, and there are a number of people. This is a lively market area. There are traders from selling timber, spices, medicine, jungle plants, dinosaur skulls, claws, iron, tiger pelts, carved ivory, betray, looks like grotesque masks and what looks like small vials of like a putrid, what you can only guess is a poison based on the smell. There are colored feathers, tropical fruits, small monkeys in cages, plesiosaur meat, and every other riches you can ever imagine coming out of this area. It is noisy, jostling, and aroma-rich circus. There are guards everywhere, but a little less numerous than the number of urchins and what you suspect are pickpockets wandering the area. There are street performers and what look like cat people with tabaxi from your normal tabaxi minstrels roaming the street, plying their wares, trying to get coin for their song. Up and down, it is a great cacophony.
And the song if you have coin.
Yes, there is the large canopy covers the whole area, the red, white, and blue. You should be sorry. I can't right now.
The Tay-Tam! Did you just draw that?
No, I googled Danny DeVito dinosaur.
For fuck's sake! Why?
My God. Okay. Anyways.
You need to buy a ham and soak it in Tayish.
Soak it in Tayish.
So, you are in the Grand Soak. You there, you there, you there, you there, you there. Do you wish to bet on the dinosaur races of Port Nyanzaru? I have the best rates in town.
You're cutting out a lot there.
I don't know why. It might have been...
Microphone doesn't like you shouting.
Do you wish to bet on the best dinosaur races in Port Nyanzaru? I have the...
Can we bet on other ones as well then?
Ah, kobold. Always dumb. Come, come, bet, bet. Are there any riders you particularly fancy?
Any of them women?
Ah. Well, today... I have Grog Stomper, a young Ankylosaurus, ridden by a woman, if you fancy her.
Well, I do tend to fancy women.
Fair enough. I also have Jungle Princess, a Dionysus, slightly frightened trainer, but we won't hold that against them, will we?
I have no idea.
I'll give you the full rundown then. How's that? We have Big Honker as a crowd-pleasing young Tyrannosaurus Rex. I've got Ooptal's favorite, a young Triceratops. He's quite on a streak right now. Banana Candy, well-trained Hadrosaurus. Bone Cruncher is a bit of an ill-tempered Allosaurus, that one. I told you about Grung Stomper, the young Ankylosaurus. we've got Scar back. Young Tyrannosaurus. Last race, this one. Nasty Boy. Allosaurus. Quite a famous trainer, that one. And then Jungle Princess, and last but not least, Mountain Thunder, the aging Dimetrodon. Wages are quite good on that one. Bet 1 times 7 on that. What do you fancy?
How much is the bet for all of them to have a nice time?
Oh, that never happens. This is an anything goes race. Likely there's going...
Say anything goes. Does that mean crowd participation as well?
Potentially. Although the dinosaurs are wont to attack anything that messes with their running. Hence why the roads are being cleared today. Now, what would you like your bet to be?
Sounds a bit barbaric.
And there are many barbaric things in the port, Nanzaru.
I couldn't use my divination to determine the winner, could I?
You can use it to determine 2 rolls, which you haven't done today. You need to do those.
Yeah, I need to do that. Yeah. But I can't ask the god of divination which one.
It's way beyond your abilities at the moment. You think you might be able to do it eventually, but not right now.
Come back.
Ah, you're leaving.
Can we enter?
The Grand Soak, of course! I'm just here because most people don't want to enter the thing just to make a few bets.
Oh, I mean like enter the race.
You want to enter? Do you have a dinosaur then?
Yeah. I point at Mark.
Well, I'm not. No.
No offense, but the Tyrannosaurus will have him for a snack.
I'm not fast either.
Don't need
I
to be
can't-
fast when we're-
What about when you get really big?
Wait, hold on. But what are the rules?
There aren't any. That's the point of the no-holds-barred race.
Can the dinosaurs jump over buildings?
If they can reach them, yes. But you must clear the various checkpoints that exist on the race course. Most of the dinosaurs can't jump.
You could jump over buildings.
I can jump over buildings. I don't think I can finish an entire race like that. I don't think I'd make it all the way through.
Bets range
I'm
from
not
one...
fast.
Right, if you really want to race, then you'll need to have a dinosaur. The race runs a length of 300 feet. No, that's all
I'm
right.
gonna go inside.
Right, so you head into the Grand Soak. Ah, damn. And he begins barking at another kind of group of people to try and kind of coax them over so he can get some more bets. And he seems to be taking in a couple every so often. He kind of goes, ah.
Looking over. Sorry.
So what did you say?
I'm looking over my other notes in my journal to think about how you can make a dinosaur more aerodynamic or attach thrusters to one.
Okay, so you're trying to work that out. So you head in.
Are you
You,
doing sketches?
Mentally, for now.
there seems to be other people taking bets, but they all kind of are just like a person there taking a bet and taking a kind of thing, kind of going, barking at a thing. Yes, how would you like to take a bet for the dinosaur races?
Can we hear any, like, can we overhear anything? Like, anyone talking favorites, or...
You can hear a number of people talking about, like, kind of what the payouts would potentially be and kind of the odds to win. So the payouts for, I can give you all the payouts. So the odds for one. So Big Hunker 7-1, Ooptail's Favorites 5-1, Banana Candy's 3-1, Bone Cruncher's 2-1, Grung Stomper is 1-1, Scarback is 1-2, Nasty Boy is 1-3, Jungle Princess is 1-5, and Mountain Thunder is 1-7.
What about Gar Snark or whatever it was?
Grung Stomper.
No. It was one the man just growled at me.
Those are only the ones that there are.
It was like second or third to last.
Jungle Princess and Nasty Boy.
No.
Scarback,
Yeah, that was it. Scarback.
1-2.
So, how does... I don't get odds. Eric, you work in a bookie.
So 1 to 2. So
Yeah, I
So-
do. I'm sitting here writing them down trying to work out what.
so 1 to 2. So for example, so for example, Dean,
This is Monto's salty bet knowledge.
2 to 1 means you would get half of whatever you
Yeah.
bet, along with your bet back.
Yes.
Yeah.
1 to 2 means you would get double your bet along with your bet back.
Yes.
I'm gonna put 3 gold on Scarback.
3 gold on Scarback. Yes, thank you.
And 1 on Nasty Boy.
So 3 gold on Scarback. And Scar. And 1 on Nasty Boy.
Nasty Boy.
Okay.
Nasty boy.
Are we just betting on first place, or
It's
is
for those ones, yeah, it's betting in first place, yeah.
Oh,
Wait, can't I bet for like
so can't I do like?
You can,
third? Yeah, like
yeah, you can bet on other
like
things,
a
yeah.
Can I do like a 1 gold each way?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking each way.
Can I do like a 1 gold lucky 15?
You're gonna have to help me with that one, the bookie.
I want each way on my 2.
Can I bet that? Can I bet? Can I bet? 5 gold that Raging Thunder is gonna absolutely take down Lemon Candy.
Yes, you can. That is definitely in there. So Raging Thunder is going to kill. Oh, you mean Mountain Thunder? Mountain Thunder is going to
Mountain
kill.
Thunder.
Can we do like, you know, like with football betting, you can bet how many goals? Can you bet how many dinosaurs he's gonna fuck off on the back?
You can. So you're gonna bet a Dimetrodon. Do you know what a Dimetrodon is?
I don't know what any of these The Plesiosaurus is probably the only one I recognize.
Yeah, except there's no a Plesiosaurus can't really race.
I was gonna say I don't think any of them was a plesiosaurus.
You never mentioned it.
I'll put it
Somewhere.
all on black.
Like,
I don't recognize
So-
any of the dinosaur
so-
names you said. I was just like, those sound like some good names.
so fair enough. Okay, so you're spending 5 GP on Mountain Thunder is going to what kill Banana
I'm
Candy?
not saying take. I'm not saying kill. I'm saying take out of the race.
Okay, take out. Okay. Okay, Banana Candy. Ah! That's a bit of an odd bet, that one, but, yeah, I'll take it. I'll give you, I'll feel generous. 1 to 10 odds. The, Dimetrodon's not exactly gonna be killing a Hadrosaurus. But it could happen.
There's a T-Rex, right?
There are 2. Yeah, there are 2.
Alright, okay.
There's Scarback
Wait.
and Big Honker.
Okay, so what's the odds that one of them is gonna what?
What's his name? He's got a big nose.
What's the odds that Big Honker's gonna crush one of the little ones?
So what are the odds? It's Big Honkers. The odds of Big Honker killing somebody in this race are quite good. I'll give you 3 to 1 odds.
Yeah, why not? I'll put 2 gold on it.
It's 2 GP for Big Honker to
We
kill.
stop. We're like, can we bet on like second, third place? No, let's bet on specific scenarios.
Can we bet on how many dinosaurs are gonna finish the race?
You can.
Well, okay, how many are there?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that can't be right.
I will bet that I'll put a gold that I'll put 1 gold that 4 of them will finish, and 1 gold that 5 of them will finish.
Okay, so 1 gold for 4 to finish, and 1 gold for
Yeah.
5 to finish.
Can I find Mountain Thunder and cast Guidance on it?
You want to look for... So you take a little bit of time trying to find out where these dinosaurs are actually kept, and you find out that they're actually kept where you kind of were before, in Malar's throat.
Are we gonna check out the dinosaurs?
We might as well.
What
It's
if
part
there's
of the
just
culture.
no rules? Are we allowed to
I'm
fiddle with the
putting-
race?
I'm putting a gold on that someone's getting gored.
Okay? 1 GP on a person dying, okay? Well, this is the no holds barred race, so I have to give you 7 to 1 odds on that, but why not?
What? Can you put 1? Can you bet on how many civilian bystanders are gonna die?
Yeah.
Going for
Oh! I thought you meant someone on the dinosaur!
yeah, same shit.
Hey, we call this race the Unchained race. They can attack other dinosaurs or the riders. The riders can attack other dinosaurs.
Mark,
Huh?
you sure you don't want to compete? We can just run it.
They're gonna eat me.
DM is saying if you do this, there is a very high chance Mark will die.
Not if he grows big. That's the whole thing. He grows big and then we race. I'm not
Okay.
gonna like sit on the fucking kobold's back going, yeah.
No,
I was
dude.
expecting him
even-
to work with me.
Even when I'm big, I'm not the size of a dinosaur.
Not with that.
We get on your back and like
Okay.
use
Is-
me and Nicholas like mountain turrets.
I'm
Is-
only twice as tall
Is
as
there
you are.
before we get too distracted?
Big laser beam from the back of his head, burning the paw.
Is there anything?
I thought you said burning the paw!
Jesus.
As at this time, I wish I was playing a different character.
Oh my god.
Someone who would actually ride this firing bullet everywhere.
Is there anything you want to buy in the Grand Soak? Because you can buy anything you normally can in the player's handbook.
Yeah.
How much is a candy floss?
There's no candy floss here.
Fucking
Are
rip.
there any souvenirs?
There's everything you can buy in the player's handbook. In addition, there's also a few other things. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, there they are.
Can I get a novelty hat with like a dinosaur?
Yeah, I'd say you can get a novelty hat. You grab, like, there's a bunch of say, would you like a novelty hat? For the dinosaur races. This one doubles as a rain catcher. You put it on and the rain goes around and round and round and round, and then it ends up in these little cans that sit on the side of your head. Very well, sir. That'll be a gold for you. Good deal. One gold.
I outfit
so
it with
fucking
pegs
glad.
and I give one to you.
I'm so glad I got you to buy a beer mug hat.
What is this, Nicholas?
Oh, he hands you. Yeah.
Is this a dash hat?
Okay. So the things you can buy in addition. So the things you can buy in addition to that, you can buy a canoe, to traverse the various rivers. A canoe to traverse the various rivers in Schultz. You can buy a canoe. You can buy. You can buy insect repellent, either in the form of incense or a salve. You can also buy a rain catcher. You can buy more tej.
What's the going rate
on? 2 silver pieces for a gallon.
Oh no.
Can we get a limited edition new Gelfic Dagmar action figure?
You can also find something called the proprietor kind of looks at you. I also have something Yik Ulwa. It's a simple a simple melee weapon, a traditional weapon of the Chaldean warriors. Which is a 3 foot wooden shaft with a steel blade that is 18 inches long.
You're laughing at his shaft now.
Yeah! Oh, I've got a headache!
Can I try it?
Someone's been a bit
Ash!
stuffed.
It is a. So she hands it to you. Here you go, Shiny. Hey, there you go. Here, here's a one. There you go. It's 1d8 piercing damage on hit. It has the thrown weapon property. It is with throwing range of 10 and 30 feet.
Can I see if I am able to wield this?
It's a simple melee
try
weapon. Are you proficient in simple melee weapons?
Think so. Hold on. Get
How
my
many
book
bets did I
here.
make, by the way?
Huh?
How
How many bets do you
did I
make? Yeah, I'm professional.
Um,
Yeah.
4. Looks of things.
How much gold was that? It was like 4 and then another 2 on top of it.
Yeah, 4 another 2.
I had a 2 gold bet and 2 1 gold bets, right?
Yeah. And then somebody bet 5 gold to take out from Mountain Thunder to take out banana candy.
That was Monto.
You're
I
getting.
want to give guidance to Mountain Thunder.
You
I wanna
need to
go see
find-
the dinosaurs.
Okay,
You gotta
so-
take in the culture.
Okay, so you've
I'll
you
buy
want to go
stuff around, and I want that webs.
It's not cheating. They said there aren't any rules.
Sonny, the Yik Ulwa is it will cost you 1 gold.
1 gold.
Yes,
It's a bit expensive. Can't you give me 3 for 2 gold?
Why would I give you 3 for 2? Make a persuasion check.
I'm a kobold. I'm not that good at.
She's gonna
No!
assume you're stupid.
I can give you 3 for 6 gold, if you like.
No, I don't actually need 3. I thought I could like hackle a bit. I'm not good at this. I'll give you 1 gold.
No, thank you. Here is your Yikulwa.
Yikulwa.
YKLWA.
YKLW.
A. Yikulwa. Yikulwa. I'm guessing there's a
one
maybe there's a
word?
cli- Yeah, it's one word.
Yuku.
Yikulwa. It's one word.
Alright, what were the stats again?
1d8 piercing damage, and it has a thrown property.
10:30.
10:30.
And it's a strength weapon, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
1d8. Piercing and 10 foot.
Yeah. 10:30.
Yeah,
Hold
do
on,
you
where
like
do I?
street snack vendors?
There are a few. They're selling insects and like roasted insects and things like that, and several like small pieces of
Okay.
dinosaur.
Hey, Monto, buy an insect glaive.
Can I get like a
a what?
dinosaur hot dog?
Get an insect glaive.
They sell you a dinosaur sausage. Here you go. 1 dinosaur sausage, made of the finest. Might be Allosaurus. 1 copper piece.
Oh, epic, nice.
He
Food
said
cheap.
it might be though. He doesn't know what it is.
I just kind of grind them all up together.
I'll eat a bug on the stick.
You eat a bug on a stick.
So
Lady
I
sells
have
it to you
a
for
massive
copper.
cannon in one arm, a hot dog in another, and a beer hat.
Yep.
You're ready for the dinosaurs?
So happy.
I have a beer hat as well, right?
The problem is I've now set the bar really high for all future sessions.
Yeah, if we don't have Taj hats, then we're fucked. But the thing is, dude, I've got the Taj hat and then the wizard hat.
Is Tej?
Tej hat!
Small.
Maybe I want a curry.
Maybe you do. So you had when you kind of finish it, are you going to buy any like things like insect repellents, rain catchers, or supplies, or anything else?
How much
not yet.
are the insect repellents?
Depends on which one you want. There's the Solve, which is
What's is
you,
that like lotion you have to rub on your?
Like
yes,
an
it's
egg
a colorless, odorless grease. One application lasts. So the woman, you must rub it on yourself, all over yourself, all over your wonderful luster. No, don't do that to the customers. You must rub it all over your body. And
Do
once
you have a thing for like lizards? 'Cause
Yeah.
she's talking to me.
What
like
if you
nice
can't- what-
scaly body,
what if you
lovely
can't
scaly body.
What if
I'm
you can't reach your own
uncomfortable.
back?
I look incredibly
have-
uncomfortable about the
Do you
conversation.
need? I could reach your back for you if you like, and I could rub it all over.
I
It
mean,
would keep you
we
from the
can rob
insects.
each other.
Oh, yes, you could rub each other. Yes.
Always to a discount here, but
But yeah, so the Solve, he explains to you that you need to rub it on yourself. It lasts for 24 hours. It doesn't wash off in the rain. It's waterproof. It will protect you against insects for 24 hours. 20 applications will cost you 1 GP. Or, oh my god, is that a thing?
It's a thing.
What is that thing? Okay, fine.
Yeah, Tej is actually an Ethiopian honey wine.
There we go. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, that's pretty close to what it is. It's described in the book as well. The other insect repellent is a block of incense. It's what you've seen burning, kind of. It's not the burning version. It sells for 1 silver piece. And when it is lit, you burns for 8 hours and repels all normal insects within 20 feet of you. It will keep you perfectly safe while you sleep, and you do not have to have the ointment on you. Would you like to purchase any?
how much
My-
was the rub thing again?
The rubbing.
One
Ooh,
gold for, like,
I'll do
1
the
year.
rubbing for free.
I think we should all get some salve.
So 1 gold for 20 applications, besides the lecherous person that you're speaking to.
Yeah, I'll yeah, sure. I'll get like a 20 application.
Okay, so you mark off 1 gold.
No, but he said he'd give me it for free.
He would give you the rubbing for free.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not interested.
As well.
Okay, so you all buy it's a small pot of salve. It's like an odorless grease.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll
I'll
buy.
There's the ingredients list for this.
What is it made of?
I'll buy 2.
I am not allowed to give away that. The merchant Prince Kawathi controls the sale of this.
But then if we get ingredients, can we sell them to you?
I'm gonna
No.
check if it's got any metal in it, because I'm a bit allergic to that.
There's no metal in this. It's made with a local plant.
Curly.
No. Are you an idiot? Are you...
Just trying to save some money. I
I
bite my sausage in disgust.
sprays.
I start
The
melting
grease...
over this hot dog.
The grease sprays out.
Oh,
Oh.
this is say God.
did you say it was 1 silver for the burning incense?
Yes.
It's
I'll take 5.
Okay, so you mark off 5 silver and 1 gold.
Yeah, I took off the 1 gold. There's 10 silver and a gold, yeah?
Yes.
Cool.
These fucking
I'll
bets are
buy-
ridiculous.
If you ask 5 silver society.
I'm gonna buy 2 of the lotions.
Okay, so you buy 2 applications of the lotion. So you need
I
to
just
spend
put
2.
insect grease.
That's fine.
How does my sausage taste?
It is a little different from what you've used to. It doesn't taste like a beef or a chicken, or anything like that. It's more.
Is it
trying to-
heavily spiced? then?
Yeah, it is heavily spiced. To
Can't
kind of
remember
mask.
what you
Basically
called the
haggis.
thing. So
Yeah.
I just put I just put 5 bug away sniff sticks. Is that fine?
That'll work. It's called insect repellent, by the way, just so you're aware.
I don't
But
use it in real life.
you're kind of wandering the markets of the Grand Soak as you move from place to place.
Are we going to the dinosaurs?
Yeah, well, I think
Right,
dragging us towards the dinosaur.
you three dumb shits. There's like there's a drunk sailor, like kind of accosting three commoners. You three dumb shits. You're gonna sell me that canoe, and I'm gonna go into the jungles and beat the death curse, and you're gonna give me the canoe.
Is it Jack?
And he's kind of leaning into them. It's not Jack. No. I've gotta find the guy I came with, because he was the one who said we had to go here, and I need to find him. He had a fancy gun, and he said I had to go with him, but I lost him, and I need to go back out into the jungles. And you need to tell me where to go. And he kind of continues on this rambling course, and the 3 other people are like, we don't even have canoes. We don't have canoes, sir. We do not have them. Why? Over there, the canoe shop. No, you 3 need to sell me a canoe.
Hey Nicholas, I think they're giving canoes away over there.
I've got a better idea. I want to go over to one of the canoe stores.
Okay, so you go over to one of the canoe stores. How much is it? A canoe. A canoe is 50 gold.
I walk.
There's a nice little price tag.
Come in. The best. Come in.
Right into my sausage.
Very good, sir.
I was gonna buy a canoe and sell it to that guy at a higher price. But
I got an idea.
I can't afford the canoe.
And they continue to,
Really sad
as you
and
kind
I
of, as you kind of walk away outside
wrong?
the ground soak.
What's wrong, Sor? Sir?
Who are you speaking to?
My tongue.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're speaking to Nicholas. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna think for a bit. I've got an idea. I'm gonna go into the canoe store.
Yes, what do you require? Do you require a canoe? I'm running out of voices here. Fucking seriously. Stop talking to random people.
You were upset last time. Didn't talk to anyone.
That's true. What do you wish, Monsieur? Where?
Hello, my name is Joseph Spinman, and I've got a deal
Sure it
for
is.
you.
Yes, what is this
Really
deal?
is. Do you see that man over there? And I point at the guy rambling.
Ah, the drunk one, yes. Very good.
I bet I can get him to come in here and buy a canoe for 70 gold pieces.
Hmm. Sure, I'll take that bet if he's going to come in here and purchase a canoe. Would you like to? What do I need to give you then?
You only need to give me 10 of the gold pieces for the canoe if he comes in and buys it at the higher price, and you lose nothing.
You have a deal. Let's see how this goes then.
Come on, Joseph Spinman.
Alright. I'm gonna go outside to the guy.
Why aren't you selling me a canoe? You have them. I see them right there.
I'm gonna use my
Wait.
anthropologist abilities to
What is he pointing at
Copy.
when he says I can see the canoes?
A bunch of shields on the wall.
go up to him using my anthropologist ability to copy accents of
Oh, okay.
random drunk people I've encountered.
Right.
Hey, you don't want those canoes. They're trash. They sink in the water easy. That guy over there, he's got the best canoes.
Only 70
You
gold.
best
That's
can you.
Oh.
where?
Make a persuasion check with
You're
advantage.
making. You best can you.
Persuasion.
I'm
With
just
it-
sitting there eating my hot dog. What?
Just very angry.
I'm halfway through the hot dog.
Oh! He looks at you for a second. You look a lot like a friend. I'm gonna go buy a canoe. I'm gonna go buy a good canoe.
Get that canoe.
I'm gonna buy a canoe. And he goes off and goes into the shop. And then a couple of minutes later, he comes out with a canoe on his head. I got a canoe! And then wanders off down.
Thumbs up.
He gives you one thumbs up. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, no. 2 hands! 2 hands! Wanders off. And then you go into, I assume you go into the canoe shop. Very well. Well done. 10 gold for you. Good job. If you have any more drunken canoe purveyors, send them my way.
Alright. I'm gonna
Yes.
go back
In
out
the
of the
background,
store.
you can see me sipping on my tent.
Angry.
I'm gonna give Nicholas the 10 gold.
Here you go, sir.
Thanks, Joe. Put it into my pocket. You did good. Did you hear what he said?
You get inspiration for that, Monzo.
Thank you.
Did you hear what he said before he started ranting about the canoe stuff?
Oh, he said something about a man with a gun he was trying to find.
That's the second person who's mentioned a man with a gun. It's not me they're looking for.
It is a shame they're not looking for you. That weapon you've created is brilliant.
I know. Some would say it's a curse.
Okay, so
Judging
you.
by this, I'm guessing you know another man with a gun.
Not at all. I just think it's interesting. I'd love to meet another creator. I mean, I've never, not in my island or where I was from, had anyone else created such a thing. I did tell you I'm here on research mostly.
Fair.
Okay, so you guys heading to over where the dinosaur pens are.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some random shopping first.
Okay, so what do you want to buy?
Just some ordinary adventure gear. Do I need to like specify everything? Can I just mark it off?
What are you specifically looking for?
Okay, well, I need a, let's see, the equipment list. I will need a sack. I will need caltrops. I will need ball bearings. What else did I see?
You don't need ball bearings.
I need ball bearings.
You don't need ball bearings.
You
I
don't
need a
need ball
grappling hook.
bearings.
You need a hook.
You know, I
As
can
see-
make
as
a
I
lot of
see
these
you buying
things.
ball
Grappling
bearings,
hook.
I'm gonna hand you a greasy baggie full of like 40 ammo shots.
There you go. You don't need the ball bearings. All the other stuff, yeah, you can buy very easily. You go up to one of the random stalls. It's kind of like more of a general store kind of style. With underneath the awnings, they don't seem to have like the same kind of. They don't have the rain catcher stuff because they don't need it under here. So they kind of like when you're saying what you need. There's this like old woman. She's kind of going boom 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 and just kind of grabbing things and telling. Yeah, so when you say what she needs, boom, she drops it on the thing. And then when you finish, like she goes, that will be whatever the gold value is.
I do ask Nicholas to stick around to carry some of the heavier stuff for me.
It'll be whatever the gold value of all this stuff is, and will you be paying in gold or gold?
I've got gold. I've got gold.
Good. That's just the best way to do it. Okay, so you pay for all that stuff. Make sure you mark it off.
Yeah, let me make a tally and then mark it off on my sheet. I've
Cool.
got 54 gold, or 52 now.
Um,
Oh yeah, because I bought. I started with a lot of fucking gold because of the background I have.
yeah.
With nothing.
I'm gonna walk up to her. You know I'm a blacksmith, yeah, right?
We're gonna need a lot of this stuff.
But I can make.
You already made
Break
me a
into
random
buildings
parasol.
in the jungle.
No. I mean, you can throw these. Have you ever been hit in the head with a ball bearing?
No.
Well, it hurts. It hurts a lot.
So you also see one other thing. You see a man, rather portly, with striped trousers and a large, like, feathered hat. And he seems to be selling something rather unusual for this place. So all the other places are selling, like, spices and lumber and things and various, like, adventuring gear. This guy has, like, on a little stall in the corner, a stack of books. And he's trying to... Yes, why don't you buy Volo's Guide to Monsters? Well, come on! Why doesn't anyone... But many of the monsters within Port Nyanzaru and Choke belong. They are within these books and will help you survive.
That sounds useful.
You are in this book. My book, my book is priceless. It is.
I'm not from Choke.
No, but many of the monsters within my book are from farther afield than.
Not from Choke.
One copy of my book is 50 gold for the durable hardcover edition. I don't have the paperback just yet. But
50 gold.
Yes, it is. It represents my life's work.
I'm guessing you're Volo then?
Ah, yes. Volo Thump, Volo Gadarm. At your service. You've not heard of me? Oh.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Hey, don't feel bad about it. No one's heard of me either.
Yes, but I'm a famous explorer. I've charted all the monsters in all of Faerun and beyond. I have seen the mighty Tarrasque, witnessed the eldritch invocations of the Mind Flayers. I have witnessed the kobold tribes and their renowned cowardice. I have seen many things in my travels. You've not heard of me.
Who did you travel with exactly to have seen all these?
Many various adventurers. I do not know their names, but it's not important. I have catalogued and researched all of the monsters and creatures of this world.
I want to insight him.
Go ahead.
That is a 16 plus 3.
So when you kind of like look him over and you kind of like take your time to kind of judge the read of him, you get a distinct impression that while some of what he says is true, not all of it is. There is definitely a hint of kind of not outright lies, but omissions of truth. Everything within my book is 100% true. Mind Flayers, they feast on the brains of the intelligent. So if you act dumb, they won't go after you. That's a free tip.
No, fuck that. No, okay, I'm inciting it now because that sounds like bullshit to me.
Go ahead.
I hope you fail.
Yep, I did.
You believe him. You 100% believe him. That is a true fact.
Would I have not
What did he
heard of
say?
anything of these kind of things?
Of a mind flayer? No. Not.
Wait,
Make a history check. He said if you act dumb near a mind flayer, they will leave you alone.
I must be honest, I'm not really from a well-travelled background. I tend to stay on my own little island. So forgive me for not recognising your name.
Oh, thank you. What is your name?
Mine's Nicholas Ness.
Ah, Nicholas. Yes. Ah, very good. Volo to my friends. Yes.
It's
Based
nice
on-
to meet you, Volo, to my friend.
Aldous, based on your history check, you would have heard something of mind flayers, but they don't generally come above ground, and there's a lot of information on them that's basically just either... the only information most people have is that they eat brains. That's like most common information you've got about them. And you don't know whether what Volo's telling you is not or is true or not. Volo certainly believes it. And what he's doing from that interaction, you kind of glean that that's probably true.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to buy one of my books then?
Fortunately, I can't afford it. I'm a bit of a destitute.
No worries. The rest of you?
Perhaps if the dinosaur racing bets come in.
Yes, they should be starting shortly. You'll have to get in position. You'll need to probably want to be on one of the higher verandas. I will be staying with one of the merchant princes if that's agreeable to them. I sell my books here, and one of them is very interested.
What book is that?
Oh, it's my book.
Oh, so you just sell your guide to monsters?
Yes, I sell. No, I don't sell any other books. No. Even that weasel Mordenkainen thinks he's better than me. He's not.
Now that's a name I have.
Of course you have.
Right inside.
Everyone's heard of Mordenkainen.
From my it's not normally good things. So, Volo,
Yes.
is there any chance that I could also join you up on this high spot? I really want to witness this thing.
Of course. I can ask the prince, and he's. I don't see why he wouldn't. A fellow scholar and a person of note would more than happy be joined on the prince's villa.
Glorious. When are you heading there?
Soon. The dinosaur races are scheduled to begin within the hour.
Well, we were just going to go have a look at the dinosaurs, and then if I return here.
You'll want to go to the villa. It's the building on the top of the hill just over there. I'll make sure to let the guards let you in.
Thank you.
Cool.
Maybe I could slip you a bit of gold and have a look at the number pages.
Maybe.
I honestly can't afford the whole book.
I understand, but I have to protect my intellectual property, you know? Make sure that people... It's valuable to... if everyone gave away information for free, I mean, where would book writers be? That's an internet joke.
Well,
That's a joke.
I was just thinking to myself that he just gave away information for free, so I'm not going to say that. And okay.
Okay, so you guys go off to see the
Yeah.
dinosaurs.
Okay, so the dinosaur.
You kind of take a little bit of time to kind of work out.
I look like an intellectual or a scholar. I'm walking around with a beer hat.
Yeah, but...
I'm probably the most scholarly, and even I have a beer hat with a wizard
I'd like
over the top of
Volo
it.
the kind of guy who would also wear a beer hat.
Some holes in the wizard hat, so it's just the straws.
Jeez. Is it an execution? No, it's not there.
The
It's...
hat of wizardry.
Evan, can Volo have a beer hat?
Volo can't have a beer hat.
The
Was it
hat of
25?
destiny. Oh, God.
25. It might
I
be
thought I
25.
different the hat of jury.
Okay, so you head over to... there it is. It's in the Key Anchorage, which is actually not where you were before. I was mistaken. It's this spot. This is where the dinosaur pens are.
Where? I can't see shit.
Way, way, way down south.
Oh fuck, we're gonna make it. You
You ask a random passerby, it'll take 20 minutes to get down there and 20 minutes to get back. So, it depends on how long you spend with the dinosaurs. I know everyone's interested. They're all getting all riled up for the race. They'll probably start from over there as well.
Let's run then. I want to see
Go
dinosaurs.
Joseph?
I'd like to at least see them.
Okay, so you spend 20 minutes getting over there, and as you kind of go into that area, so you pass through what's called the Key Anchorage. It's mostly populated by animal trainers, river folk, and explorers. It stinks. It stinks hard. There is the definite smell of animals and dung and just the...
Take out a little napkin.
Fair enough. And your beer hat.
What about my beer hat?
You have a beer hat.
I do have a beer hat.
There are no walls that surround this part of the area, but there are some docks in this area as well, some like more seedy areas kind of thing. And as you kind of near the dinosaur pens, you begin to see things like large lizards with huge heads and tiny little arms, but huge, large, powerful legs, and they seem to be kind of running them around. They're doing really quickly. Large, four-legged beasts with huge 3 horns, one out of this large bone frill, and just above the eyes, and then a single horn down on the nose. You also see a skink, but impossibly large, with a large frill that goes all the way along its back. And you see a couple of handlers kind of whipping them around, and then you see one that kind of is just kind of like eyeing the rest of them. He's in like long trousers and like what looks like kind of like a muumuu over the top, and then large gold bands for like a wearing necklace, and then his beard has his little gold bands around 3 points on his beard, and he has a large head wrap as well to kind of keep his hair in its place. He's standing around and wears a blue robe and is kind of like just watching the animals. Yes.
Sorry, I was coughing.
Mm-hmm. So what do you do?
I'd like to
Standing at the
see
back.
Mountain Thunder.
So you approach this guy and say, which one of these is Mountain Thunder? Essentially, 'cause you don't know what.
Yeah.
What
I don't know what.
Yes. Mountain Thunder. It is the large one. Sorry, my common is not great. I prefer to speak
Show us the
in.
way.
Now I sound like a fucking racist.
I prefer to speak in Chaldean most times.
Do I know a little bit of Chaldean?
You know a little bit. By this time, you've kind of picked up the basics. You know, like yes, no, please, thank you, that kind of stuff. Your Chaldean is not bad.
Thank you.
Which dinosaur are you looking for?
Mountain Thunder.
Mountain Thunder. He is the large Dimetrodon, the one with the frill. Just there. And he points out to the one with the large frill. Looks like a little nasty is a good one. Frill.
Yeah,
Dimitri.
what a thrill.
Uh-huh. Hold on. I think I've got...
Dude.
I'm not
There's-
asking what's a thrill, I'm saying what a thrill.
What a thrill, yeah.
There's not a handout for Dimetrodons. Oh wait, maybe there is.
I don't think he's getting the joke.
Is there a, did you say hermaphrodons?
Are the trainers talking to the dinosaurs?
That's a Dimetrodon.
That's Mountain Thunder.
That's Mountain Thunder.
I was
How
saying,
would you
He's Mountain
ride
Thunder.
that?
I was saying what a
Yeah, how do
thrill.
you ride that? Do you like ride it on the side or like...
No, in front of the neck before there's a point between where the neck and the frill and the neck
Right.
begin, so you can just ride right there.
I
And it's
wanna ask you
freaking
which
huge.
Ones... God, I can't remember. Lemon candy?
Party.
Banana candy.
Banana candy.
Banana candy.
Didn't I bet on like lemon something?
No. That's the smell the dragon bait gives you.
How does he
Oh,
know?
no.
That's what the little lizard guy was making.
Hadrosaurus. Boop. Boop. He's over there. Banana candy. It is a herbivore.
With
It
the-
eats
with a
plants.
heavy tail compared to the rest of their body.
Hmm.
Alright, I know what needs to be done in this race now.
So what do you do? So you've been shown a couple of the dinosaurs. Do you know what a T-Rex and an Allosaurus are, right?
I know what a T-Rex is. I'm a
Okay.
bit shaky
Allos-
on Allosaurus.
A little smaller than a T-Rex.
Alright. Like
Still-
a Velociraptor or something.
Small, bigger than that, but not that much. They're young
the same
Tyrannosaurus
shape.
Rex. So yeah, same shape.
Alright.
More aggressive.
Yep. Grungstomper's an Ankylosaurus. That's the one that has the spike tail. Or the big meaty tail that crushes things.
Alright, I've seen the dinosaurs. I know their names. I'm good. We can go now.
Okay. So you head back to the Prince's Market. Are you doing anything else here? You head back to the merchant.
I want to take a look at my selections just before we go.
Okay, you bet on Big Honker
I did.
and some other weird bets.
Yeah, I bet on the amount to finish the race.
Yeah.
Let me see Big Honk.
Big Honker is a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Is he big?
He is quite big.
Does he have big hunkers?
No. There's two Tyrannosaurus Rexes in the area, Scarback and Big Honker. Scarback, you can definitely tell why he's got that name. There are huge gouging scars across his back. Looks like probably from earlier Unchained races. But he looks like he's getting a bit too big for the races. So he's starting to not be a young Tyrannosaurus Rex and starting to be quite a dangerous adult one. The other one is a little younger, a little smaller, but looks like it might be more nimble on its feet. But you know what a Tyrannosaurus Rex is. I will link it for everyone who doesn't. So, boop, boop, boop. Oh wait, there's a handout for that one.
Why, guys?
There you go, that one.
They still have
I don't know why there's a handout specifically for Tyrannosaurus Rex, but there
They
is.
have a very creepy face in the manual.
They do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I don't know that fleshy thing under the eye.
It's like.
Yeah.
It's like raw muscle.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's pretty gross, dude.
That's what it
Did
is.
you come up with the names for these dinosaurs, Evan?
No.
They're actual dinosaurs, dude.
Yeah.
I meant the names of the named dinosaurs.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but no, I didn't in this case.
Oh, yeah, you're the racing dinosaur name, so okay. I thought you meant like the Brad come up with.
No!
No.
I'm not that
So this
dumb.
this is written.
Flayers
So this is written by the guy who did Adventure Time.
Oh.
So that might help you out
Is
there.
that why one of them's called Lemon Party?
Yep, not lemon party, banana candy.
Same thing.
Lemon? No, it really isn't. Really isn't.
Well, you can't have a lemon. You can't have a lemon party without some banana candy.
I think you can. I think you'll find you can. No. Wait, what is banana candy? Banana candy is a Hadrosaurus. Yes, you already saw that one. So, you have seen the dinosaurs. Is there anything else you require while you were here? I have to get back to training.
No, I'm good.
Goodbye. And he goes back to training some of the other dinosaurs. More specifically, he's looking at
Were they kind of like just in there? Were they friendly? Were they like not?
the two Tyrannosauruses were penned off from each other. The Ankylosauruses were penned in with the Hadrosauruses. They're okay. The Allosauruses were. There's only one of them, and oh no, there's two. Bone. There seems to be one that's all on its own. It has its own little pen by itself.
They weren't kicking off now, they were just like pretty chill.
At the moment, yes.
Alright, cool.
So you guys head back to the Prince's Villa.
But before we head back, I want to give the biggest, loudest roar I can.
Yay!
See if the dinosaurs respond.
Make a... are you doing it at them?
Just roar into the sky.
Okay, so yeah, you roar into the sky trying to kind of coax one of the other dinosaurs into doing that. And most of them kind of ignore you. One, however, the Scarback turns towards you and just...
Hi, Zal.
There's like it's like slobber and everything flying through the
Yeah.
air at us.
And a number of the trainers are now hurrying over to him. Why did you do that? When they lash throws ropes around him and try to pin to the ground. Get out!
I elbow Aldous and go,
Fuck. We get on the other one to kill it. Now that one's pissed off.
Okay. No, you bet Big Honker to crush
Anything.
anything, not Bone Cruncher, not Scarback.
That's what I'm saying. I bet on Big Honker, but now that one's the pissed off one.
Well, yeah. Okay, so
go up to Big Honker and tell him he's got a regular sized nose.
so you head back. So in the interest of time to try to get you guys to go back there, because you're in the right time, you head back kind of quickly, kind of briskly, and you get to the Prince's Villa. You are actually heading into a specific Prince's Villa. You are heading to what's his name? You're probably heading to Wakanga's. Yeah, Wakanga. Where's the Prince's Villa? Prince's Villa. Merchant Princess. Prince's Villa. Prince's Villa. You come to a lavish villa. It is the best and most beautiful building you've probably seen in quite a while.
This one, yep.
What? Yeah, that one. That's where you're headed. You're headed to Wakanga's. There are...
Get up there.
There's a road. You actually have to enter from one of the other areas, and you come across it, basically. So there's a number of stairs. If you look about, there's like a central city, which is there. There's one there. There used to be one here, but it looks like it's been collapsed and kind of fallen down in disrepair. You guys managed, you can still, even with 20 minutes, you can get all the way over here if you're hurrying, which is what you're doing because you're trying to get out of the way. And there's a number, you're going here. To get there, you need to go up here. And you kind of go through here and run around this bit, and you kind of end up in this.
The purple room.
Yeah, basically. It is a beautiful, well-appointed villa. There is a number of continual flame spells that light this area. Kind of little bits every so often. It's not dark yet, but they're still there. There's floating flames just kind of hovering over the walls of the thing. There is a number of swords that rest above the various entrances to the villa. You're on the upper wall where you are now. You're pretty sure you have a pretty good view of the whole dinosaur race for where you are. You can see every single part of it. Right. So, the race begins. You hear off in the distance a large cheer as something begins moving from quite far away from you. Probably from where you're standing right there. Yeah, you can probably just about see it. It's like,
How close is the dinosaur race gonna get to us?
you're not sure yet, but a lot of the roads near you are closed off. Most of this kind of area is cleared as well, and they begin to move. What I need you guys to do, there are 9 dinosaurs, sorry. Got my numbers wrong. Who had bets on what, specifically? So
I bet that Banana Candy was gonna get destroyed by Mountain Thunder.
So can you...
Or not destroyed, like, he's gonna get at least, like, unable to continue the race.
Okay, so can you take control of Mountain Thunder in terms of rolls when I ask you to roll for him?
I get to control the dinosaur?
You get to have the rolls for him. You don't control what he does. Right. Dean, you've got bets on Scarback, Nasty Boy, and... What's that one?
Someone to get hit.
Yeah. So, can you take Scarback?
Specifically.
You've got Scarback, yeah. The gourd, yeah.
I think I did something else as well, but I can't remember.
Bought a hat.
Nicholas got a bit lost in the bet. He put 6 down total. It was 3 on Scarback, 1 on Nasty Boy, and then I guess 2 for someone.
I thought you had 4 on Scarback.
This keeps going up because I thought I had 2 on Scarback, but then Brad's like, that's 3 on Scarback, so I was like, I'll go with that.
Alright, 4 on Scarback. I thought you bet money for like
Scarback?
the one
What
to
do you
get
mean 5 on
killed.
Scarback?
He did. He bet like a golden.
What are you gonna do with the 6 on Scarback once you get paid?
Okay, anyways, you can take Scarback. So it's 3 on Scarback. That's what it says here I've got. Can Mark... You didn't bet anything, did you?
I didn't bet. No.
No, you didn't.
I
Jose,
bet.
you just bet on... You bet on Big Honker.
I bet on Big Honker
one?
to kill something,
Yeah.
and also how many dinosaurs have finished the race.
Yeah. Okay, so can you take Big Honker?
Roll it at me.
In that case, can Mark take control of Banana Candy?
Banana candy.
So, right, how does this work? Right, can you all make D20 rolls?
17 for Scarback.
17.
I rolled a 1.
19 for Big Honker.
19. And so these two don't move. So as they come around the corner, you see the first thing you see is Big Honker and Scarback neck and neck coming round the corner, and they've come into view for you. The other dinosaurs are far behind them, and the two riders are kind of like looking at each other, and they look like they're about to kind of chuck things at each other to kind of like knock each other off as they kind of round that corner. Can you make another set of rolls?
Are those the big? Are those the big ones? Is that
Yep,
the one?
the 2 Tyrannosaurus Rexes are neck and neck right next to each other.
Mark's gonna roar again.
Oh fuck me.
When when they get if they ever get within 60 feet of us, I wanna either use command to tell Banana Candy to stop running, or to tell Mountain Thunder to attack Banana Candy.
Okay. So Mountain Thunder is behind them, and you can see the rest of the pack is kind of just behind them. So that's... what did you... Okay, so...
On this veranda with us.
there's quite a lot. There's a large cheering crowd kind of like whooping and hollering and kind of saying, yeah, go, go, go! I've got my life savings on Banana Candy!
Well, I'm not feeling. I'm gonna feel bad, but it's the culture I gotta take in.
Yeah. Okay, so...
I'm gonna take it.
Okay, so make another roll. You did, Dean. What did you get?
I had 6.
6 for Scarback. Okay.
20, not 20.
For...
Big Honker.
Okay, cool. So Big Honker kind of like slams into Scarback, and there's rockets around a corner, moving farther up. They're about here now. The lead pack, and they're kind of making their way around. The rest of them are a little bit farther back, probably about here. And can you do Mountain Thunder and so it's just
I rolled an
been
18.
you roll an 18, but that's Banana Candy. No, that's Mountain Thunder. No, that's Mountain Thunder.
Oh,
And then, oh, Mark.
candy plenty. Great.
Fucking hell. Shoom. And Banana Kenny is coming up behind Big Honker and Scarback. In fact, he actually manages to pass by Scarback as he goes along. Mountain Thunder is in line with Scarback as well.
Kill him, Big Honker! Fucking kill him!
Okay, so now make another...
Are we on the balcony now, frantically like jumping up and down?
Yeah, you're kind of there. You're kind of like shouting and whooping and
How close
hollering.
are they to us right now?
They're about here right now. Well, the lead is there.
Where
Big
were
Honker.
we?
You're up here.
Well, I can't see up there.
Up there,
Are
yeah.
they going to head our way?
Yes, from the looks of things.
I don't want Big Honker to win, I just want him to fucking kill something.
Okay, so now...
Mark's gonna keep roaring.
Okay, make an animal handling check. As you roar out, it kind of just gets lost in the noise of the crowd at this point. There's too much happening, too much noise for them to actually kind of hear your little voice in comparison to all of them, unless you're doing something magical to enhance it. And Niels has muted himself again.
Yeah,
He's magically enhancing it.
Can I magically enhance my voice?
Nope. As far as I know.
No, I'll hold on until they get closer to me.
Okay, so they begin around the corner. Can you make another d20 rolls, all of you?
Who?
All four of you.
Fucking so.
Okay, so Joseph.
I don't need him to win, I just need him to kill!
Okay, so wait a minute.
Sam's gonna
So
win.
Joseph's spin is banana candy.
No, he's not. I'm banana candy.
You're banana candy, so he's gone another one. Dean, what did you roll?
I rolled a 16.
So he kind of makes it. Big Honker. Who's got Big Honker?
Wait.
Aldous. So he doesn't make any movements. And Mountain Thunder is just... Yeah, okay, so... Mountain Thunder catches up to Scarback. Big Honker, Banana Candy are now neck and neck. They're next to each other.
Kill him. Kill him! Kill him!
How close
Mount-
are they to us now?
So Big Honker and Banana Candy are quite close to each other, and they are close to you as well. They've kind of come up this way. They've
If
actually
they're within
cut...
60 feet, I want to use command on banana candy. Tell it to stop.
Where's the other ones? Kill
Big...
them.
So at this point, you... Okay, so do your command. So you do your spell. What's the saving throw?
It's my spell DC, which is 12 versus
Just-
twist.
12, so meat is beat, so it beats the saving throw. You yell this command out to it, and... Is it
It
12?
doesn't need to hear me.
It does need to hear you.
Mark's gonna
It just
roll
no, it doesn't
again.
need to hear. It just needs to understand my language. It doesn't say anywhere it needs to hear me. I just need to see it.
If it can't hear you, it can't understand you.
That is a strange word.
It's true though.
Hey, Aaron,
Yes?
which was the one that roared at me before? Is it the one that's currently in first
Scarback.
place? tied
Scarback.
with Banana Hammer?
Scarback is currently behind Big Honker.
It's not Big Hunger. Aww.
No, Big Honker's the crowd favorite, as it were. So,
I want to make Big Hunker
Wait.
yell at me as well, roar at me as
I
well.
want to make Big Honker crush his fucking
But
dickhead.
Mark's gonna-
ass.
hold on. Okay,
Mark's gonna roar at the guy in first place.
so you fail your saving throw.
Telepathically.
Big Honker goes down to bite Banana Candy. And hits him. Just goes... and I have to work out how much fucking health Banana Candy's got, because I don't think he's got a lot. Hadrosaurus.
Kill him, bitch! Kill him, fucking... Oh, we're gonna be near you to be shouting on him to win in a minute, boy.
Yeah, he don't have a whole lot.
You're acting quite unbecoming of yourself.
The adrenaline.
Have some touch to calm you.
He just poured some dash in my hand and just put the straw in my mouth and salt sunk in the tail.
Alright, it is 12.
Okay, so yeah, he succeeds 6. That's 18, 19, 19 plus 7. As he kind of comes down for this Hadrosaurus, he has to stop to do it though, and at this point, Scarback kind of comes around to his side, but Banana Candy just goes woof and disappears in the Tyrannosaurus Rex mouth.
Yes!
Just gone. You don't see the rider.
That's a person, dead too.
Oh boy.
That's me and Dean's one.
So, but now Scarback's come around the other side, so making another d20 rolls, all of you.
Mark's gonna roar at Scarback. Telepathically.
Can you give me the dinosaur name as well, as you say it, as you roll it? So, roll d20s again.
Bro. Scarback 13. Big Honker 13. Ooh.
Okay.
Mountain Thunder 11. Also, can I command Mountain Thunder to attack the one that just ate banana candy so that it can get to banana candy?
Banana Candy rolled a 0.
No, he didn't. He rolled because you did roll 0. Try again.
But he's dead.
Oh, that's true. He is dead.
He rolled a 19 inside.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he's dead. They're all neck and neck. So they're still neck and neck. They're still making their way around. What are you doing, Command?
Oh, what dinosaur ate banana candy? I want to command Mountain Thunder
Big Honker.
to attack a Big Honker to get to banana candy.
Okay. Right. Your spell base ADC is 12.
12 versus their wisdom.
It fails. The command is attack because it's a one-word command. So it's Big Honker attacking No, it's Mountain Thunder.
Attacking.
Big Honker.
Mountain Thunder's a Dimetrodon.
Is it Big Honker or Scarback? Which one ate?
Attacking Big Honker. Big Honker 8. Banana candy.
Big Honker ate banana candy.
Can we
Yes.
please call it Lemon Party?
No.
You named it in my head.
Are you trying to make the other
You know what
T-Rex?
Lemon Party is, Eric.
Yes.
Are you trying to make Scarback? Are you trying to make the other T-Rex attack the other T-Rex? Are you trying to make? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to make Mountain Thunder get to banana candy to finish him off.
Okay. Okay.
Eaten by Big Honker.
He does hit
Gonna
though.
rip Big Honker's
I can't
stomach
hear
open
messages
and
in
attack
Lego. Can you
banana
pin that,
candy.
please?
I will pin that in a minute.
I can pin it. No, I can't. What?
Why can't I
Why
get
have I
to-
lost like all my rolls? I'm putting Sam in the freezer again.
2d6 plus 2.
Alonso,
Yeah.
why would you post that fucking picture?
So you watch as the Dimetrodon leaps up onto so banana candy. No. It's Mountain Thunder leaps onto Big Honker and tries to just gore into him. Accidentally knocks the rider off of Big Honker, and Big Honker's just kind of running along now at full speed with Mountain Thunder kind of like trying to snap into the back.
Like flapping off its ass.
Yeah, well, he's on his back because the Dimetrodon is like the Tyrannosaurus is huge. The Dimetrodon is not large enough to really take down something this size, but it's kind of just gone aggressive.
Have they gone past us yet?
They're making their way around. They're just kind of like right over here.
But they've gone past us.
Make another d20 roll. Yeah,
But Mark's
shit.
roaring.
good for Mark.
Oh, he's roaring telepathically.
Technically,
Okay, then make a
I
handling check.
To isolate himself.
Then make an handling check.
Fucking needs to hear.
Who are you doing it to?
The one that roared at me before.
That'd be Scarback.
Big Honker.
Okay. Make
Wait.
a d20 roll.
He did.
No, an actual d20 roll, not an animal handling roll.
Everyone?
So that was, yes. Well, obviously not Niels because Banana Candy's dead.
You could be alive in the stomach.
No. Okay, so
I rolled a 2.
you rolled a 2.
19.
19. That's for Big Honker, isn't it?
Yeah, Big Honker 19.
Okay,
Don't
and
say it like that.
what did you roll, Dean?
5.
5. So Big Honker breaks out of the pack, but as he's going by, because he has to go by Scarback to do it, your roar seems to kind of trigger something in Scarback, and he goes for a bite onto Big Honker.
Does he bite fucking thunder shithead off the back of my ass?
No, he takes a huge chunk out of
Big Honker.
Big Honker. It looks like most of the rest of the pack have kind of kept back, but Nasty Boy seems to be making his way forward.
You being nasty.
No. But he is making his way. He's like right behind the pack.
He's
A
kind
good
of
push,
like-
and he'll make his way through.
He's just boy.
He's like the white calm boy.
Boy!
Boy,
Yeah.
I say boy.
But so as Big Honker's going by, Scarback takes a huge chunk out of the back of his like tail and takes that chunk out, with Big Honker going ahead with Mountain Thunder on top of him, carrying him forward. Both of them kind of making their way towards what you realize now is the finish line just ahead. Make another D20 roll.
17.
Oh,
Scarback. So the two, all three dinosaurs, and then Nasty Boy's coming up as well behind him. All four are kind of making their way towards.
To win. It's of no consequence. to me at this
Start
point.
beginning to make their way
Get the
forward.
lemon.
Make their way forward. The two Tyrannosauruses are trying to like snap and bite at each other, and the Dimetrodon is snapping and trying to tear down Big Honker to the floor, and actually succeeds. Big Honker crashes into the ground near the finish line. This huge cacophonous thing. Yes, he does, because as he's coming down, the Dimetrodon like and just gets crushed underneath it. The rider gets thrown free.
Through him.
The
My
giant
Lord
Tyrannosaurus,
Mountain Thunder.
the giant Tyrannosaurus comes crashing into a building, just destroys it completely. Make one last D20 roll for all raiders still left. So that's 2. So Mountain Thunder and just Scarbait. Scarback is the only one
You
front.
didn't say Mountain Thunder was dead. He's just under a dinosaur. He can eat his way through.
Nasty boy.
You Nasty Boy. Nasty Boy manages to. So 17. So what did Scarback?
Please tell me some of the other dinosaurs got in a fight and shit. Please tell me some of the others.
There's something happening back there, but you're more focused on these
I wanna
five just
see the
insane.
Fine, I won already.
Did you actually roll for the damage Mountain Thunder take for the slim chance?
Mount Thunder doesn't have a whole lot of health.
It's a slim chance.
No, he
It
dead.
could happen. No, it could happen.
Boy, he did.
He did. At the last minute, Nasty Boy comes flying around the corner and crosses the finish line first. Trainers are going after the dinosaurs, trying to wrangle them back down and trying to catch. The race is over. Nasty Boy is the winner. There are a number of people up here as well taking winners on bets and things like that. Right, so working that out. A person definitely died. So you get 1 to 7. That's not 7. It's 1/7 of a GP. No, it's not. It's less than that. Wager divided by 7. 1 divided by 6. So 160. That's 7 copper pieces for that wager.
Yeah,
Wait, what bet?
someone will die.
Someone will die. Yeah, that was 1.
1 to 7.
I put 2 on it, so I get 14.
Yeah,
14 copper, yeah.
yeah, 14 copper.
You get your 2 gold. You get your 2
What did you
gold
bet
back.
on for Scarback to win? So Scarback didn't win.
I put 3 on it.
Yeah, so he didn't win. Definitely didn't win.
But he also put something on Nasty Boy, didn't
He did put 1 gold on Nasty, but you get 3 gold for that.
plus his 1 back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
have 4
so
in
we
total.
get 4 gold. Yeah.
Mountain Thunder to take out Banana Candy. That didn't happen.
That technically happened.
No, it
That
didn't.
did not
He took
happen.
out He took out who took out banana candies.
Make a persuasion check, because the bookie's like, I'd have none of this, mate. That's not what happened.
It is exactly what happened.
That's
We
perception.
saw it right there in front of our eyes.
That's perception.
Oh, that's perception. Give me a minute. Persuasion. That is this one.
Nasty
yes.
Boy versus Lemon Party versus
There's like
Fighting Polygon Team.
No. No, no, no! You do not win.
Okay, what about me?
So, Big Honker to crush somebody.
Yeah.
That happened.
that happened twice. Technically.
That was a... What did I give you odds on that one?
2 gold. You said it was. I don't know. What did you say on it again? Was it 3 to 1 or?
Yeah, say 3 to 1 odds. So you get
Yeah,
1/3.
2 gold was on it, so you get the 6 gold for the 2, and then the 2 back. So would it be
3
1?
to 1, not 1 to 3.
Yeah, 3 to 1 it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, so 3 to 1
Would it
is
be-
wager divided by 3, which is 2 over 3. So 20 divided by 3, because that will give you silver pieces, is 6 silver pieces. Yeah. Yeah, you
Was
get
it?
so yeah,
Alright.
it's 6 silver pieces.
I thought you got 3 gold for every 1 gold you put on it.
No,
that's what it is.
that's the
Oh.
other way around. That's 1 to 3 odds.
Yeah.
Unless I'm
Okay, so
saying
how
it
much did they
wrong.
get?
6 silver pieces, plus your 3 gold, obviously, or 2 gold. Sorry. The last
But I get
one,
that. Alright, okay, yeah, sure.
you had 1 gold for 4 to finish and 1 gold for 5 to finish. Banana Candy definitely didn't finish. Scarback did finish. Sorry, and Big Honker did not finish, and Mountain Thunder didn't finish.
And neither did banana candy.
So 1, 2, 3 out of the 9 racers, 3 got knocked out. So that gives you 6. I will say the other one, 5 to finish. That one won. No way 4 finish. That one won though. The bookie says yes.
So if it's a gold, how much do I win off that one? Then?
You're going to win 5 times your bet. So 5 gold. So you have 1 gold back and 5 more.
Oh, so 6 gold. Okay.
Yep. Usually they're a bit more violent, but this time a couple of them held back, looks like. Need to rebuild that building over there. We don't usually do the Unchained races that often, but it was a special occasion. Congratulations on your winnings.
I don't believe you, Evan. Donner would have won this race.
That T-Rex
Oh,
did 43 damage in a single hit.
Yeah, but what was the attack roll?
27.
Yeah, that would have killed me. But you need to get near me. And Donner is a fast boy, and as we all know, a T-Rex can't run that fast because it'll collapse under its own body weight.
It does
Okay.
take long strides though, Monto. Yeah?
Okay, Monto. Okay. You believe that?
Hey,
I don't. I think it would have been very bad.
Does the
I
T-Rex
think-
smell like ham?
Does it smell like ham right now? No. It probably smells like lemon. If anything, if
no,
you
like
can
I
smell
could
him.
have. Donner would have won this race. I don't know what you're talking
Is that
about.
because Lemon Party got crushed?
That's where you guys got Lemon Party from, but it's not.
No, it isn't.
Well, no, that's where you like.
Candy's a silly name.
It is a silly name. Yeah, he would probably smell like lemons right now. Right. The race is over. You've collected your winnings. You are in the and a lot of people are beginning to disperse. There's a guy standing out in front of the ruined building. Why?
It's always my.
It's always my house.
This happen often.
He's down here. You can see him, but he's like down here in Europe here.
Isn't there like a dinosaur in his fucking house right now?
Effectively, yeah. Well, no, they've kind of like the trainers have begun to move him off and kind of like corral him and kind of get him back to
Well,
normal.
Big
They put
Honker's
like
not
a
dead, is he? He's not dead.
no Big Honker's not, but when they kind of peel him up and get him to like standing again after kind of like crumbing up, you see what looks like the remains of Mountain Thunder. And his poor and like
Fucking hell, Monster.
as Big Honker's kind of wandering off, he kind of like and this just the rest of banana candy comes out along with the rider and just like sprays on the ground in front of him, in front of the merchant prince's villa.
You're about to say the 4 again.
Okay. Right.
Oh, fuck, that was good.
Go. That's actually a really good time to stop as well. Because it gives you a good idea, unless you want to continue into the merchant prince's villa. Volo's kind of waving you over at this point. Friends, come. I will show you inside the merchant prince.
I've been inside the fence
I
before.
will. I'll show you the way inside the
I will show you inside the villa. It is a wonderful place. Yes. Come.
follows guy to print.
Oh, what did Volo bet on? That's a good question.
Did you ask him?
Yeah, let's ask him.
I bet on. I lost. I bet on I bet on Scarback. I thought in his last race he's bound to push a little harder. It did not.
What's
Yeah,
gonna
it
happen
was.
to him now?
He'll be put to use or made into steaks. One of the two.
Why not?
Can we buy Scarback and ride him through the show?
This is not the place to ask that question. Probably in the dinosaur pens, maybe, they ask.
How bad was Big Honker actually hurt?
There are large chunks taken out of Big Honker.
We
Like,
could probably get a discount on Big Honker. There wasn't like much of his back end left.
it's good thinking, yes. I don't know where Percy is now. I think he's downstairs.
Percival Frederick
Let's right in this way. This is my good friend. Hold on. Wakanga Otamu. My friend Wakanga Otamu's house. I will lead you right inside now. And he leads you inside the merchant prince's villa. And that's where we'll stop.
Alright.
This is a good.
fucking stupid session.
That was
Loves every
amazing
moment.
session.
I'll do my best. I was really hoping to do the dinosaur races like that. It's a really cool thing to do. And if anyone's watching this right now, the dinosaur races are an amazing thing. Do them in every single Annihilation game because it is a really cool thing. Just because they can be insane. They can be utterly insane.
I certainly feel like part of the port town now.
There's parts of people in the port town now. Alright, I'm stopping the stream now.